everyone. I'm very famous and important YouTuber Tony from Hack the Movies. Gremlins 2, Die Hard, Steel Magnolias, am I right? That was great advice, Dick. That was really great advice. I got a few questions for you guys. Are we gonna have fun tonight? Are we gonna go fuck ourselves? Are we gonna talk about Stuttering John's kids? Let me welcome to the stage our first comedic act, the greatest stand-up comedian of our time. He's been selling out shows left and right. This guy literally cannot walk down the street without people harassing him. And it's Manny Muskets, I think he said his name was. Come on out, Manny.
Yeah! I'm on acid. I cannot fist bump anybody right now. Before we get started, I need to know, how many virgins are in the audience here tonight? Raise your hands, raise your hands. All right, now everybody who gets pussy makes a motherfucking noise. That's fucking right. Yes. People got a lot of stereotypes about us podcast fans, like we don't get laid. Well, it's right about me. I like to watch porn. And it's wild how like the porn technology has changed my taste in women over the years. Cause when I was a kid, everything was blurry, 480p.
Man, you're stepping on the sound equipment, buddy.
God fucking damn it. God. When I was a kid, everything was blurry, 480p. I had to judge girls based on the size of their tits. But now, we've got this 4K HD shit. I can judge them based on the sadness on their eyes. My favorite porn is Mormon porn. You guys seen it? They're all soaking. That's when they stick it in and don't move. It's like a game of red light, green light, except it's all red light. And the theory is that like God can't see you sitting if you don't move. He's like a T-Rex. And that is a Jurassic Park reference, Carl. I know you don't get it. But God can't see you sitting. He's like a T-Rex. And my theory is that every religion is based on how big a slut can you be, and it's still a miracle if you wake up pregnant. Like, the Mormon Virgin Mary, she just liked to soak a lot. That makes sense. She got pregnant. Then you got the Catholic Virgin Mary. She was a backdoor virgin. She was taking it up the ass till she got pregnant. Don't forget about the Protestant Virgin Mary. She was a throat goat, you know what I'm saying? Protestant Virgin Mary was sucking every nigga in Bethlehem. Then she got pregnant. Then you got the Muslim Virgin Mary. She was just trying to learn how to read. All of a sudden, she and 71 other virgins got pregnant till some nigga fucking 2 towns away said, Allah Akbar! Blew himself up. Fuck, you guys see the video of the Dalai Lama talking all his shit, getting his tongue sucked by that little kid? Man, a lot of people are mad at the Dalai Lama. They call him a pedophile because of the age gap. Me, I don't care. Because it's not that big an age gap if you think about it. Like, there's not that big a difference between 8 and 48 if you're 500 lifetimes old. But the thing that disgusts me is the homosexuality. Because fuck you. Nah. The Dalai Lama has been a guy for all 500 of those lifetimes. He's got no excuse for that gay shit. You know what I'm saying? All right. Wait, I had a rhyme to remember my saying. It read, porn, Virgin Mary, Dalai Lama, Leg Lax. That's lesbian Big Macs. All right, yeah, dating must be rough for the Dalai Lama. It's rough for me because I like to date lesbians. And people say, like, shouldn't you go after a straight girl or bisexual? Because lesbians aren't attracted to you by definition, but neither are the straight girls, so I might as well go for it, know what I'm saying? And the thing about fucking a lesbian, it's like giving a vegan a Big Mac. You've never heard so many compliments about mediocre meat before in your life. This is the best thing I've had in 8 years. Yeah, I know, honey. My shit's got blood moving through it. And the dykes hate when I say that. They're like, our dick stay hard because it's made out of plastic. Well, my dick stays hard because it's made out of Blue Chew. Plus, I can change a tire. So what up that, you dykes? Shut up. I'm here to do offensive comedy. All right, porn. I'm gonna say it fucking right. Porn, Virgin Mary, Dalai Lama, Leg Lax, lesbian Big Macs, Roots. Oh, well, there's a lot of bad movies out today, all this Marvel tape shit. I think we need a new movie. It's gonna be a remake of Roots. And I just want to have one white guy in the movie, so he can go through all the same shit that the niggas went through. I want him to get ripped. I want his foot to get cut off. I want his wife to get raped. At the end of the movie, he still cannot say nigga. Because those are the rules. That's just how it goes. He said, I've been through what you've been through. Too bad. You still a cracker. That's all it is. And I think nigga's a funny word, because to all you white people, it's edgy and dangerous. To me, it just makes you sound dumb and uneducated. Like, Eminem can say nigga a million times and no one bats an eye. If Neil deGrasse Tyson said it once, it would be mayhem in the streets. Fucking, can you imagine NDT on the JRE, too high off DMT, and he just snaps. He said, Joe Rogan, I've got a doctorate of engineering in astronomical physics, but these nincompoops think that means I study cartoon logic. I do not know if Superman can beat Goku, and I'm tired of niggas asking me about it. Why the fuck do we always have to ask the smartest space nigga in the world whether we're watching good movies or not? Fucking Patrick Michael can tell me if a movie is good or not. You need to ask Neil deGrasse Tyson that. I don't know. Superman's got super strength or something. Fucking, all right. I forgot all my jokes, but I'm gonna end on a fun fact for you. I've been studying Swahili, trying to get back in touch with my African roots. And there's this word, matata. It means troubles or concerns. Okay, I'm wrapping it up. I did not know. I thought I had said 10 minutes. What the fuck? Okay, that's last joke. I'm wrapping it up. All right. There's this word, matata. It means troubles or concerns, but they also use it as an ethnic slur for one of the races over there. So when you're watching Disney movies about like Hakuna Matata, yes, it means no worries, but it also means no niggas. And I think it's funny. I think it's funny because, like, even white people can understand Asian on Asian racism. They're like, yes, of course the Japs hate those yellow spics in the Philippines. But when it comes to African on African racism, they're like, wait, you mean to tell me one of these niggas is royalty? And Walt Disney tried to explain it to you. He made a whole movie. He had Simba singing his heart out. Simba was like, no niggas, such a wonderful phrase. No niggas, it ain't no passing craze. It means no niggas for the rest of my days. It's my nigga free philosophy. No niggas, no niggas. I've been Manny Muskets. Have a good night.
Okay. I thought he was really gonna jump. Okay. Okay. That was Manny Muskets. Everyone, give it up for him. That was a very offensive set. By the way, I'm not Tony from Hack Movies. Please don't tag me in anything. Jesus Christ. Next up, we got a comedian that everyone loves, who loves his life and wants to continue living it. He's friends to cats everywhere. And guys, he's got probably the best merch store you've ever seen. He's got the best shirts. The author of a comic that's never coming out, Vito Giswaldi.
Manny took all my N-word material, so I got like nothing. Guys, what a night, what a beautiful night. I want to thank Carl, of course, for an exciting show. Speaking of shows, you guys ever see this movie called The Truman Show? Wow. I was watching that movie, and you ever start wondering exactly when your Truman Show would have got canceled? What was the exact moment that the audience turned on you? For me, I think it was the same week I bought a fleshlight. I think that's when the audience was like, I've watched 35 seasons of this guy eating tacos, masturbating, and crying himself to sleep. Now I gotta watch him fuck a fake plastic vagina. All right, I'm giving him 2 more seasons, see if they explain the smoke monster. Otherwise, I'm out of here. It is hard, guys, to make friends these days. After COVID, you know, it's been hard to connect with people.
Fuck COVID.
Thank you for fucking up my bit, you piece of shit. So, to make friends, I actually joined a social club. You guys may have heard of it. It's called Sam. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna fucking kill you and your whole family. If you make any children, I will rape them to death. I love you guys. Where are my veto files at? Hey! Let's get through this, motherfuckers. I joined a social club. It is called Sam's Club. Now, I haven't met Sam yet, but based on the rest of the members, he's probably about 480 pounds, probably drives a pretty cool rascal scooter, and has no idea how many butter croissants one human being should be allowed to purchase at a time. It is 24 is too. I swear to God, I will kick you out of the fucking show. Tempt me. I will fucking skull fuck you to death in the parking lot. I'm lying to you, because I'm not a Sam's Club guy. I'm Costco all the way. Why is that, guys? I love the Costco hot dog. I can't lie. But here's the thing about the Costco hot dog. You used to be able to just go up and get it, but now you got to have a membership card. And I got the membership. I don't shop at Costco. I only get the hot dogs. So I am paying $60 a year for a hot dog license. I'm the most pathetic fat man who ever lived. You know it. Guys, I see you skinny people out there, and here's the thing. I don't have what you have. You have determination, drive, a want to succeed. Me, I see a microwavable dinner with more than 4 steps on the back of the box, and I get visibly upset. I go, what the? You want me to microwave it on high, then medium high? You want me to microwave the gravy pouch separately? God damn it! Why am I even alive? People react differently to fat people. It's hard being a fat guy, you know? Like if I go into a Chinese buffet, immediately the old Chinese guy who works there locks eyes with me. And he's like, you better just eat rice, you fat piece of shit. If you go anywhere near that coconut shrimp, I'm gonna kill you. You try to get some of the crab, he slaps your hand away, he goes, not for you, no. But you know who loves fat guys? Fucking Girl Scouts, man. A little too much. Girl Scouts see you coming a mile away. And they transform from little angels into sleazy fucking car dealers, I swear to God. They go, hey, what's it gonna take to get you into a box of Thin Mints today, buddy? We got some 22 caramel delights that just walked onto the lot. Come on, buddy, I'm working on commission here. Come on, you fat piece of shit. It's been hard, guys. It's been hard for all of us. The Me Too movement, what a revelation that's been. I mean, it hit me hard. Cosby, I was a big Cosby fan. You know, as a young fat child, I enjoyed coming home every day, opening up the freezer and enjoying, of course, the Jell-O pudding pop. So this Cosby news comes out, and a friend asks me, he goes, well, how do you feel about it? I go, well, I found out for my entire childhood an elderly black rapist was putting his chocolatey treat in my mouth. So how do you think I feel? I don't feel good about it. Feels a little weird, feels a little shameful. But here's the real thing. Here's what Me Too really took away from me, is one of my heroes. You guys probably know him as Jared from Subway. This was a guy, and I don't love him for the kid rape. We'll get to that. That's not good. I don't like that part. But this was a man who was living the American dream. He was getting paid to eat sandwiches. That's a child's invented dream job. Your teacher goes, what do you want to do when you grow up? I want to get paid to eat sandwiches. Fuck you, Jimmy, you dumb piece of... He made it real. It was a real job. And he fucked it all up. They come to him with the contract. They go, well, Jared, we got a great contract for you, all right? Now, first of all, you can only eat Subway sandwiches. Second of all, you can't have sex with children. And Jared goes, is there any flexibility on that? And he go, well, I guess you don't have to only eat Subway sandwiches. Jared goes, point is, guys, don't be like Jared. Be like Cosby. You give them drugs and then they fall asleep and everything's fine for like 50 years. And then you get off on a technicality. Guys, I'm Vito Gesualdi. We got a great show. Let's go. Yeah, baby.
All right. That was Vito's one-man stage recreation of The Whale. We all love that. I didn't see the movie, but I'm assuming it went just like that. There's my official review. Speaking of fat people, next up, we've got the creepiest creep who ever crept. Vinnie Paulino, everyone.
I would like to thank the 4 of you that just started that chant. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I don't know what the fuck is happening on this stage right now. I was standing backstage and I didn't realize I was be following a black dude on acid screaming the N-word. And an angry Italian screaming he's gonna fuck people's children to death. I'm like, Jesus Christ, Philadelphia, you're living up to your reputation. This is all right. Do me a favor, give it up for the fat Italian retard. Come on. And the other one, and the other one. Get the other one. Okay. It's very rare that I am the skinny guy on a fucking set. This is... I met Vito for the first time yesterday, folks, and I gotta tell you, it's been a real fun time for me because we've been walking around Philadelphia together, and I feel handsome as shit. Like, I feel... Yeah, I get what you said, sir. I get what you said. It wasn't a compliment.
I'm trying. Shut up.
Yeah. How about you try to shut the fuck up? That'd be good, too. Okay. All right. Yeah, this is awful. Okay. What the fuck is up with this town? I haven't been here in so long. I've been exploring. Dude, I know what you're mad at me for. I've been walking around this town, and every woman I've seen here looks like me. Fucking, they all have Philly cheesesteaks hanging out of their pockets, and you're mad at me. Jesus Christ. I went to a place called Angelo's today. Has anybody ever been to Angelo's? Fucking burn that to the ground. I don't know, man. This whole 2 hours to get a fucking sandwich in this town. Yeah, exactly. It tasted like Vito's set. It was great. I did that joke for dick. Okay. No, literally, someone give me some dick. Waka waka. Here we go. It's fucking great. Okay. Dude, this town is just... Listen, how the fuck is weed not legal here? I've been walking down the street. I've been watching people piss and throw up for 36 hours. And I can't fucking buy a joint. Oh, good. Everybody loves me. Great. Come do stand-up in Philadelphia, buddy. Okay. All right. So listen, I got to get out of here because Manny did all my time. So I need you guys to do me a favor. How about it one more time for Manny? How about one more time for Vito? How about for Tony? How about for Tony? And how about most importantly for a guy we all love who's about to come out here right now and start the real show? Would you do me a favor and really give it up for Dick Masterson?
The T-bowing is not for effect. I get winded these days. What's up? Thank you for not killing yourself. Thank you all for not killing yourselves. Vinny tested at a mid, what was that, mid-fat? Retake the test. I had no idea that's what Hakuna Matata meant. You've seriously made the rest of my life better. I can't unthink it. And a black guy told me, so it's fine. Carl back there said, well, you know, we don't know. Manny's a wild card. He could say something that would just walk the room. I guess it's like a stand-up thing for like everybody leaves. I'm like, man, he's a black guy. What's he going to say? So all these guys. And then he starts dropping N-bombs and everybody goes, ooh. I'm like, oh, wow. You got your N-word pass revoked tonight, Manny. How does that feel? Only Thank you guys for coming. It's been 7 years, and I still need to lose weight from the last show. Let me bring out the rest of the panel. Who's first? I see Carl. Carl Hamburgers, everybody. Have a seat. Mad Cucks. Big hand for Mad Cucks. Woo! Nick Rekieta, who's dressed like the devil. Look at him. Look at this guy. Jesus Christ. Leaning into it. And, of course, Vito Giswaldi. He's throwing up in the bathroom out of nerves, I think. Is he not coming out? He doesn't have to come out. That's okay.
He could use to throw up, frankly.
Thank you for coming to our press conference here. We're all gonna apologize for cheating on our wives for an hour. So please take it very seriously.
And the children
sitting in the middle. Yeah. Just as long as you're not sitting next to me, you fat bastard.
You're too old to love Vito.
I'm in the middle. Yes. This feels way too protected. It feels like I have a pillow for it. Like I'm talking to you guys from a pillow for it.
I would think you would like this a lot better rather than like normally we're in the chairs just kind of all with the guts out. Like, oh, look at all these fucking fat guys. Here we could kind of pretend like we're put together and normal.
This is great because it hides my erection.
I do have to thank everybody who came up to me and said, well, you're less of a fat piece of shit than I expected.
Who the fuck said that?
Like 3 different people.
That's a lie.
Wait, who said it? I want a show of hands. Who said you're less of a fat piece of shit? One, two,
Liar,
okay.
liar.
Thank you.
Did you buy some of Vito's trash merch
Shut
too?
up.
Bullshit. You don't buy that shit.
Buy my merch.
Yeah. There it is. Yeah. Show it off. Bring it up here. Bring it up. Captain Boob, bring it up. So Tony didn't fuck up the show per se this time, but he fucked up Vito's merch. So Vito is like a Chinese sweatshop.
I sent Tony a message saying, hey, don't forget to pick up my stuff from the post office. And he sent back a message and said, wow, did you know the post office closes early on Saturdays? And I'm like,
a good-ass
yeah,
throw.
dude. Yeah, nice throw. Thanks for picking up my merch from the post office, Tony.
What is that?
That's a soundboard.
There's headphones behind you if you want to hear what's going on.
I like
with the
yelling.
show.
So what were you doing yesterday that you couldn't pick up your own merch?
I don't have a car. I'm in
Forcing
Philly.
everyone in the Airbnb to watch shitty anime while we're trying to have like a normal fucking conversation.
It was not shitty anime.
You got like all these fucking comedians and funny people sitting around in your room busting balls. Then Vito comes up here and is like, yeah, I'm gonna need to get up on watching the YouTubes. Can you guys fucking quiet down? I swear to God, he gets in the Airbnb, he starts to play all these fucking videos, and then at one point he's got the match game playing at full volume, and then just wanders upstairs. I'm gonna go take a nap, guys. All right, I'll see you later. What, we're stuck fucking watching this shit? Well, I'm really enjoying some fucking peace and quiet.
I did not put on Match Game. That was a request from Rekieta's wife. So it's his fault.
Beta male. So
Why did you listen to her? That's the real question.
I was trying to be nice.
I found out, I know exactly what makes me love-hate Philly. I love this town, so I probably love-hate Philly more than I love-hate LA. I always have. That's why I did the first show here 7 years ago. You guys, Philly bought the most copies of my book, Men Are Better Than Women, even though that's impossible, statistically impossible. It's because when we were at Angelino's buying food, I was at the ATM inside. Their whole process is fucked, but I don't know if we're going to talk about that. But I was at the ATM getting money for the cash-only sandwich store.
Yes.
And I get the money out, and it's like panicked and sweating, and I'm fucking starving. And I pull the money out and walk away. And I hear, hey, did you want all your money or not? And I'm like, I really, it means so much that you're so honest that you would give me cash that was sitting there, but also, fuck you for being such a prick about it. It really annoys me that you would say that. Like, hating getting free money that is mine is Philadelphia to me. Carl,
They're a very colorful people.
What?
If you're offended by that, that's on you.
Cultural people?
Colorful, not cultural.
Oh.
Put on the fucking
Hakuna
headphones, Dick.
Matata, ain't no passing friends. Me. Okay, do you want to do my terrible
Yes.
PowerPoint?
I can't
This
wait.
one's the worst yet that I've ever done.
Why do you have a PowerPoint? God, it's embarrassing. But I do have to commend you for having a show. Nice. I'm just glad you put together a show where the BMI is higher than the IQ. That's fantastic.
Oh, you said the word, BMI.
Look, you had to get structural engineers in here to reinforce the stage. It was beautiful.
I'm actually wearing a harness right now, so my full weight. I'm suspended by wires.
The Airbnb actually called us. They're like, I don't think we're rated for your guys' size. Is that? I didn't know that they had that rating, but anyway. Carl, is that up there?
It is, buddy.
We're sponsored by Bud Light.
Me and Vinny weren't allowed to be on the same floor. That's what they told
Tonight.
us.
So if you think you're gonna drink any straight beer, I don't think so. All the beers tonight are gay.
Thank God.
Go to the next one, Carl.
Aw.
So like, guys were making fun of me for like the soy face thing. I'm like, yeah, I'm doing that on purpose. Like, you guys, what's wrong with you guys? Go to the next one.
On purpose, because he's waiting for a penis.
So Dick gets into the theater at like just before 6:30 and posts a picture of himself pointing at the stage. And within about 20 minutes, someone had photoshopped out the background so that you can now use him as a soy jack to point at stuff. How fucking incredible are these fans?
You can't even have like your own show, your own comedy show, and be excited about it without going, oh, what a gay ass.
Dick's excited about it being appreciated. What a fag!
So this is amazing. This is Phil Unso. You got that tattooed on yourself?
Nice. Yeah, buddy.
This is 7 years ago, and we recreated the picture. And the amazing thing is, you can't even tell which is the old one.
When you're fat in both.
Oh, Carl.
I'm not on the internet. I'm allowed to do this.
Carl peaked at this presentation. He has no honor, Carl. He looked at the presentation. I had to email it to him because he's like, controls everything.
I run the show.
And he said, I looked at your presentation, fuck you. When I walked in, I said, oh yeah, we're gonna get to that. Okay, let's see the next one. What's the next? Oh yeah.
I thought you deleted that video of me.
Oh, God.
Okay, we gotta talk about some of your guys' behavior tonight.
That's Vito losing weight right there.
There you go.
I don't want to throw around the word like addiction, but some of you have a serious alcohol allergy that you need to get on like Prilosec or something. Last night at the meetup, it was like a vomitorium. Guys were throwing up everywhere. Man, did you guys see that?
I heard about it.
I didn't. I'm an emetophobe, so if you throw up around me, I'm probably also going to throw up.
Yeah. Okay, get rid of this. It's bringing
Wait, I can
the
make
show
you throw
down.
up by just vomiting?
Yeah, if you throw up, I'll probably throw up too.
Oh, God, I've been having bulimia for years. Oh, my God.
And here we are now. Sean's not here, so on the last bonus episode, you love Sean? Is that an I Heart Sean? Is that a V-neck?
Yeah.
It's a V-neck Sean. Where's my V-neck? Where are my V-neckers at? Yeah! So on the bonus episode, I said Sean wasn't coming, and he's like, oh, I thought you wanted to keep that as a surprise. I'm like, well,
What kind of surprise?
it's only a surprise if you're coming. It's not a surprise if you're not coming. I thought you would come. I said fly out for the night, but I was like, yeah, at this age, no, don't do that. I'm sorry.
Buy some Shawnees, guys.
Okay, put the next one on, please, Carl. So this greeted me at the airport when I got here, and I hate it.
Oh, damn.
You see that?
It should say free speech
I
is
saw a
fire
bunch
in a
of those.
crowded theater. Like, that's how you complete the joke.
Well, it's become like free speech is cool. It's like, oh yeah, okay, so call her fat.
Yeah. I will. Wait, who?
Stop
it.
Just
None of them.
just put it on the fucking thing. Oh, man.
Free speech is fire. You're a fat bitch.
Yeah, you made it cringe.
Yeah.
You know? Okay.
Not
Next
good.
one.
Well, that's from the organization FIRE. You know them?
Oh, is it?
Freedom and Religion Education. I don't know.
It's a
Something.
scam.
They used
It's a
to
big
do.
scam.
None of those letters made sense. Not even close.
No, they used to do free speech cases on college campuses.
Yeah, that was their whole thing.
They hit me up the other day. They're like, we need a lawyer who says a bunch of racist, offensive shit, but
Go
not
on.
related to law, to go after one of the ethics rules. They're trying in every state to remove Attorney Ethics Rules 8.4, which says you can't be racist. And I'm like, I'm your guy. Like, what do you need me to say? Like, please give me permission to take this all the way.
Really?
Yeah, in Pennsylvania, I think Pennsylvania or Ohio, they actually got it struck down, but they're trying for all 50 states. And they're like, we want to talk to you. I'm like, yeah.
Is this like a Rocky 2 moment where your
Yeah.
wife is like, you don't have to do it, Nick. You don't have to be this racist.
I'm the only one who can!
But I don't like these Nick.
We're going to have a montage of just holding up different various ethnicities, and you're like, Beaner, N-word!
Hakuna Matata.
Why did you feel okay saying beaner?
Oh, they don't have souls.
All right, so this is our Airbnb. We pulled up. You can find. I mean, it's right next to it.
Yeah, we're only going to be there for like another 9 hours.
It's right next to the last rape that happened in Philadelphia.
Unrelated.
And if you show up, it'll be right next to the next rape to happen in Philadelphia.
Play your cards right. We pulled up and the map had a little dot that said Habitat for Humanity next to it. I was like, oh, this place is going to be great. All right. It's 5 stories. And when we got there, they said, oh, you and 80s Girl have the top floor. And at first I was like, oh, that's nice of you guys to give us the top. And then I thought about it like, oh, no, you guys aren't. This is not.
That was nice of
You guys
us.
were last.
I saved that for you.
Yeah. Okay, what's the next one? This is something I have never seen before.
Defensive architecture.
It's a homemade. This is a Philly exclusive architecture.
It's how you keep black people away from the liquor store.
Well, so this is a DIY glass barbed wire. And I know from personal experience that Mexicans are good with like cement work and stuff, but and tile and stuff. But I do want to know what race is responsible for this. Ironically, it's guarding. First of all, the glass is all the same color, so there was a tremendous amount of forethought that went into it, and it's guarding a donation center. So
For like a Goodwill.
It's guarding a Goodwill donation center, so ostensibly it's guarding donated trash that they're selling to hippie thugs.
Some
to
people's garbage is very important to them, and you know, if you try and come into our alleyway and take our shit, we really don't appreciate it. You know, we don't have that much.
We can't allow the homeless to have free access to clothing, Dick.
Yeah.
That would be chaos.
This is the living room view. It's
beautiful. It's a beautiful shot.
Regular shredding mess. And there's glass like all over the place.
Every once in a while, one homeless guy goes for it.
Okay,
Tries
what's
to
the next
vault
one?
and gets stuck.
Oh, it should also be worth mentioning, this wall is like 16 feet tall,
Yeah,
so it's
I
not
know.
like someone could just kind of walk up to it and kind of hop over. You have to go get a ladder or some shit.
Or a pole vault.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
All right, what's next? You got to get a jetpack to
Yeah,
steal
that's a
the-
great idea, sir. I'm going to get to my jetpack. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to steal all the old used faucets and sinks.
You'll go right over the glass.
That's
It'll be
even
perfect.
better than the crown jewels. Crown jewels are shit. I need a sink.
This is our backyard. It's not much better. You can see the barbed wire there. I don't know. They have like special. The houses are newer than the barbed wire, which is odd because it means the barbed wire was purchased used.
They got it from the
rust?
Habitat for Humanity restore. As long as we're over here getting sinks, we might as well get some barbed wire. These houses are like 12 feet apart, and the other side, like we're on our back balcony, and there's another back balcony of the house across the way, and you could almost reach out and touch one another. I can't imagine how awkward it'd be for you. Like you step out there and you're like having a cigarette, your neighbor steps out there, and it's like, I don't want to fucking talk to you. What are you supposed to do? You're like looking each other in the face.
Yeah, and on the roof, there's a giant clock, like the Eye of Sauron, telling you to go to bed. Like, it's just a clock that you can see across the whole city. There's like 102, 103.
Dick, it was shaming me all night last night. I'm like, yeah, I know, I get it. I should go to bed. I know,
I got it.
We
You
haven't
guys
finished
should,
the tequila yet.
It's like every episode of Cops, I think, was said in our backyard. Okay, what's the next
You're
one?
staying in such a shitty Airbnb.
Did you guys enjoy the Meet Carl meet and greet party?
A VIP
dinner?
extravaganza like none other.
You want to meet Carl, Nito? You want to meet Carl?
Meet the fantabulous Carl.
I have it on good authority that Carl's not famous. I don't remember. It was some prolific YouTuber was saying this.
Vinny said in the Uber over, he's like, who the fuck would pay to meet Carl?
He really did. He was like, when I met Carl, if anyone told me they'd be paying to see him do a live show, I would have laughed myself to death.
I like that the bar was closed during the Meet Carl event.
The bar was
A
closed.
VIP event for the stars.
The bar was closed, but we have beers backstage, so everyone on the panel was drinking, and all the fans are there like, can we get a drink at the bar? No, get fucked.
No, you're a piece of shit.
These are for us. We're
We
the
can have
important
another
people
poster,
here.
though. How does that sound?
Are you a VIP? Didn't think so.
Wait, change the slide now, please.
Carl, who put the White Claws in there?
I asked for hard seltzers.
You asked for hard seltzers?
Yeah, we have ladies on
That's
the
like
panel
asking
tonight.
for hard cock.
Well, to be fair, Nick, he doesn't have a hard anything, so.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Nick. Do you like soft cock? Is that what you prefer?
Yes.
All right. fair
Look,
enough.
I like the challenge. You got to drop it in or I got to work on it. One of those two.
This is a thing here, which, I mean, black people in LA would never do something like this. This is, I don't know what this is. These are like, my girlfriend was telling me this is like DMX bike riders with a Z or something. Is that right?
Nice.
Every one of those guys makes better tacos than you.
They're zooming up and down. So if this is like the Fresh Prince song, like these are the guys that he's getting in trouble with, and he's getting sent to like deal with fucking Snoop and the other guys. I don't think that's a good trade. All right, what's the next one, Carl? Oh yeah, so we're at Angelino's today. Do you guys go to Angelino's Pizzeria?
Angelo's.
Angelo's.
No one
So
is
Philly-
from Philly who's here, Dick. I don't know. Everyone thinks that we're like talking to people from Philly here. They're
So
not.
pretend like you're from Philly.
All right.
Philly is a town where you get heckled eating lunch. Like we're waiting in line to order these. First of all, we leave our Airbnb and we're going to Gino's, and the neighbor goes, "What are you going to Gino's?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah,
he goes,
that was it.
You know what? You fucking
guys-
have slurs.
"You got to go to Angelo's. When Bill Cosby got out of prison, that's where he wanted to go."
Yes.
I'm like,
That was the selling point. We're like, sold.
I'm like, well, if Cosby wanted
These
that.
sandwiches taste unconscious.
You guys ever hear the Spanish fly Philly cheesesteak? Shit's pretty fire.
I'm like, you're saying this to a complete stranger. Like, that's not a touchy subject. Bill Cosby endorses it. Like, all right, I mean,
It's only a
Cosby was a
touchy
hero to
subject.
many.
when
Say
you're
what you will
unconscious.
about the rape, but the man's taste in sandwiches is renowned. We all know this. He was a
That guy knew
sandwich
rape,
connoisseur.
sandwiches,
He knew
and
two
tap
things:
dancing.
how to rape women and how to make a great hoagie.
The problem with you young people today is none of you know how to properly take a woman out and show her a good time.
so we went there, and we lined up. As you see a line, you get in it, and then we went through the whole line, and they're like, "Oh, that was the line to pick up your order." If you want to order, you just walk up and order, and then you wait in line. So I'm like, well, that's
backwards.
That's retarded. You have to know that. You have to have been to a restaurant in your life that you've never seen that. Okay. So we're already in now. Carl abandoned us. Where did you guys go?
We found a Mexican place in Little Italy. It was nice.
You found a Mexican place
Yeah.
in Italy?
Yeah.
Little Italy? Is that code?
Mexicans are everywhere.
Yeah, no,
Is
there's
that code for something, Nick? You're the...
Yeah, it just shows us that the Mexican border problem is way bigger than the United States.
No, it's funny. There's a great Mexican restaurant in St. Louis that's also in Little Italy. So I feel you, Carl.
Because they got...
Fucking taking everything away from my people. We got nothing left. The Italians.
So we ordered and then walked down the street, and Vito had a pizza, a pre-lunch pizza.
Had a pre-pizza. It's a common Philly thing. We all know it.
Appetizer.
It's just a slice. I got a slice.
Vinny had an ice cream. They both just disappeared like heroin junkies and reappeared with.
If I'm gonna wait an hour for a sandwich, I'm gonna pre-pizza. That's totally reasonable.
Vito stepped out of the Uber sweating.
Yeah, I had the sandwich sweats.
So I
Well,
said,
we drove past an elementary school. That was why.
There's some good-looking kids. I don't know what to tell you.
Vito and Vinny are walking around, and each of their demographic is saying, "You're the hottest guy I've ever. You're the hottest guy I've ever seen." And this like decorative lights is tied with a string onto the power lines. It's like, wow, this is worse than the glass wall of barbed wire. We can't do that in LA.
The decor in Philadelphia really is beautiful.
Yeah. Okay. Next slide. I forgot what I have. Oh yeah, this is the counterterrorism squad that we saw.
Oh yeah, I took this photo.
As if anybody would terrorize Philadelphia.
Too late.
I got trapped in traffic. I'm behind this counterterrorism van, and we're just not moving. I'm trying to Uber over, and then I see and realize what the counterterrorist incident is. You may be able to see in this picture. There's a black BMW that was double parked.
Yes.
And they were ticketing that with their van that says counterterrorism on it, and I was just like, what the fuck is happening in this city?
Countering terrorism.
Yeah, man.
If you let people double park, ISIS wins.
Okay,
That's what they're doing in the Middle East. They're getting all those old Toyota 4Runner things, whatever they are, and they're just parking them side by side. Are we screaming, shouting about Toyota 4Runners?
No, I switched it over to a handsome
Is that
pic
an
of
anime
Vinny.
shirt?
No, it's which one is that?
Brett
Hitman
the
Hart?
Hitman Hart.
Brett the Hitman Hart. Can you believe that this guy has a show called The Creep Off?
Hiding in plain sight.
Everyone's so much creepier than me, right, guys? Sure, Vinny. Why not?
Vinny today said, well, my bed's broken. Either it was broken when I got here or I broke it.
What do the odds makers say about that?
How hard was he jerking off?
Did you guys make... Oh, yeah, okay, the next one, the next slide. Oh, yeah, so... This is like a funny thing when the...
Vito, I found your wife.
She's beautiful.
Guys, they had to put that horse down, okay? A moment of silence, please.
Beautiful at any size.
It's a merry-go-round buffet. There you go. I got sent this today, and it made me think, like, what have we done to ourselves when we have this podcast collision? Because these guys, like, Carl is up all day just listening to the worst podcasts in the world.
It's my wife.
He has to. Vinny is reading, like, story after story about pedophiles and fucking like elder rapists and stuff, and like people send him them aggressive, like, yeah, cover this fucking rapist. I mean, it's just like this nonstop onslaught, and I get this all day. Like, this is from a woman, right? So like, please send me literally anything other than here's a big fat woman I saw. I'm like, oh, God, okay, yeah, it is funny.
I can't even see what animal she's on.
No, that's just a poll.
This is just, she was at Disneyland and she goes, oh yeah, I gotta send this to Dick. yeah, let her get around, all right, oh, clever girl. Oh, you're up on this one, are you? There you go.
At least no one ever got the photo of me on the Rascal scooter at Disneyland.
I bet the merry-go-round would, like, you know, it's on that mechanism that makes it go up and down. When it was on the downward stroke, the whole merry-go-round kind of jerked forward a little bit.
It's like, oh, thank God.
There's like orbital precession dynamics going on these now. Like they go kind of around and around.
On the upstroke, it slows down, so.
Yeah. Okay, next one. What is this one that I have? Oh, it's Carl.
Oh, Carly.
What do you think?
Never looked better.
You look great. That's a Shawnee. Did everyone get their Shawnees? Did anybody have one? Yeah! We're having a special Shawnee meetup after the show where we're talking about secret Shawnee stuff. Carl, thank you for putting this show together.
Oh, you're welcome, Dick.
Good work, Carl.
Thanks for your sincere thank you.
I have a disease where I can't say thank you sincerely. Carl said today, he goes, let's go over the rundown. I was like, okay. And he showed me like this 4-line thing of like basic times. And he's like, well, when should we do this? And I was like, well, right there, it doesn't look like we're doing anything. He goes, not doing anything. And he scrolled up and it was like a fucking college itinerary for stuff they were doing. I'm like, oh man, I can't read this. I'll have a fucking fit like the Hulk. Like, how's it been working with someone
How
who's
are we doing for time,
incapable
Carl? Are
of
we
planning?
on schedule?
I think we'll probably do this again, actually.
Yeah!
Wow.
I'm loving Philly. I am loving all of you that came here. We met so many people last night who came in from Canada and Colorado.
Yeah! Canada, yeah!
North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia. I made the trip from New York State.
And such a diverse crowd. We got white people,
Germans, Italians,
there's
a Polish
there's
guy.
one black guy, and we love him, man.
King!
The diversity in this room is incredible.
Manny, I gotta be honest, I was surprised at how good your set was.
We all were. I mean, we all were.
He's like Cool Runnings, but in reverse.
He told me before the show, I was like going backstage, he's like, I'm with the crew. I'm like, you're black. No, you aren't. What the fuck?
But he's gonna steal all the equipment. No, Nick, he's fine.
See, you always do it. You always add on and make it inappropriate.
What?
I literally just checked for my wallet. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's been great. Carl's like the most organized person I've ever met in my fucking life. And
I like how you said that like an insult.
yeah, it is.
It is.
Okay, what's the next one?
I don't want to hit the next
Oh, yeah,
one.
so last night I met Carl's parents. Are you guys here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
By the way,
Senior hamburgers.
not happy with these two over here.
And Carl has, Carl pretends to have a brother, but it's just Carl with like
This
a
clone.
bald cap
We know
on,
you
who
grew
goes
him.
around and
He's a
Carl's
real
not around.
person.
Yeah.
Are they proud of all the N-words that have happened during his show?
And I said, hey, give me some dirt on Carl. Give me some embarrassing stuff. And the dad said, I don't have anything like that to tell. You'll have to talk to his mom. And I said, okay, Mom, what's going on? Give me some. And she goes, well, you're drunk. You're not going to remember this. And I said, you're right. You're probably right. But
Oh, you know what my dad says to me? He goes, don't worry. Your mom won't say anything embarrassing. He like had this perfect plan in mind. He's like, I'll just push dick off to your mom and that'll be fine.
And I
nope.
I said, you're right, Mrs. Carl, but I got this notepad on my computer that I've been taking things for a long time, and I woke up this morning and all I see in big, bold letters is, next slide, please.
An Ewok?
Wicked. Apparently, Carl had an alter ego, this Ewok, when he was a kid, Wicked, the Ewok is his Tyler Durden. And he would sit around the table and like be this Ewok and say his
Hold on. In my defense,
his mean podcasting things and then like be back to Carl, the nice kid.
in my defense, we were all 17 once.
17. You're sitting around 17 at the dinner table going like nub nub chub wub.
Oh, literal madcocks.
Would you like more potatoes, Wicked?
Apparently, Wicked was like, it's Wicked, right? He was like the Don
Wicked.
Rickles of Ewoks. I don't know if this is technically a furry, but it's not a furry.
It's all furries. They're
there's-
all fucking furries.
I think there's something wrong with our son, Mrs. Carl. It's just a phase. He'll grow out of it. He didn't.
Can you bring Wicked out for us tonight? Is that? Yeah, Wicked!
Wicked! Wicked! Wicked!
And there he is, everybody. Wicked.
Oh, I set an alarm to
Thank
keep
you.
to Carl's schedule.
Thank you. I didn't ask him to do it, but I'm glad he did. Let's move along, right? The wicked stuff's over now. I feel like the
I need
wicked
to see
stuff's
some
over.
Wicked before I can move along. I need
Get
to
your
hear some
spear out, you
Wicked.
bitch.
Looks like we've moved on to the next slide.
Speaking of stuff I want to see, this is the Super Killer
God damn it.
Kickstarter.
God damn it.
Wow! Look at that! Amazing!
All right. We're good. It's happening. It's coming together.
What I like about Vito is how laid back he is about this whole thing. Doesn't bother him at all.
Because all I do is disappoint you people, so nothing's changed. Please sign up for the mailing list at superkiller.org.
We thought Vito was going to walk around the audience selling his pins and threatening to kill himself if you didn't buy them.
I'm not going to kill myself.
Which he still might now.
The depression will kill me.
Okay, what's the next slide?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a ghost banana. Oh, look at me. Let's have a moment of silence for the fact that Banana Docs is not coming back.
Oh.
Let's have a moment of silence where we all think the F slur in our heads.
No.
Faggot.
Okay.
Wait.
My internal voice sounds like
My
Nick
internal
Rakita.
voice sounds like Nick Rakita.
And now give smooches.
I don't know what to say. I miss him.
And the worst part is he still could be the banana. He just took the easy way out.
He just took the easy way out.
Oh, the program doesn't work anymore. Yes, it does.
We met a guy outside the bar last night while in between everyone throwing up.
Oh, God, yeah.
And was Vito, did you say?
I was there for it. He came along. He said, "What is this?" I'm like, "Oh, we're like an internet group. It's fun." He's like, "Oh, like early internet fun stuff, like Maddox."
Oh my God.
Like literally, and we're like, "No, not like that."
Exactly.
Like, kind of the exact opposite of that.
Yeah.
And then Vito says, "It's so weird thinking that he could be here right now, just having met a fan like out of nowhere and get all these people telling him they like him, and he's not."
Yeah. Instead,
of his poor
a fat
choices.
Italian retard is enjoying the accolades of all you fine people.
I think that's it.
I am. Yes.
Presumptuous.
I think that's it of my slideshow. I fucked up. The next two slides are fuck ups. Yeah, don't look at them. I was keeping notes there. Okay, we're gonna do a WATP now, right?
WATP.
That's correct. We're going to start with our Who Are These Podcasts episode, and for that we're going to have Dick stay on stage. We're going to have Tab Burt join us, and I have Jenny Jingles.
I'm leaving.
Coming out for this.
Have fun.
Wait, do I leave?
Vouch. Protest
Am I going?
by too much.
Episode. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Really big shoe. No, I can do it better. Really big shoe. Really big.
Cheers. Cheers, everybody.
Fucking thing sucks.
Are you a boner guy?
Oh, I was a boner guy.
What a dick. You know what? I miss penis.
What are you talking about?
Please clap. Cuz. Please clap. Cuz-a-roo. Cuz-a-roo.
Slap-a-rooney.
It's showtime.
Hello, Rubbernecks and Cuz-a-roos. Welcome to another episode of Who Are These Podcasts, the only show that can trick you into flying to Philadelphia. I'm your host, Carl. With me, as always, the best hair in podcasting. It's producer Chris. And from Here's What I Don't Get why he's here, it's Tab Burt.
Thank you. I brought my thinking beers.
Philadelphia's favorite Mexican, Dick Masterson.
Yeah. Good.
And, of course, the third best merch seller at this show, Jenny Jingles, everybody. Please go to whoarethese.com to get our email address, voicemail number, link to the subreddit, link to the Discord server, link to our merchandise, link to our YouTube channel, and that link to Patreon and Supercast featuring 2 exclusive bonus episodes every single month. And you can watch the unedited show live, but not today. I made a decision not to try to stream this one.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Also, we encourage our listeners to give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts, then shit over us in the comments section. Hannah, the review girl, is here. She'll be up later. And today,
I heard that.
we'll be reviewing a show called Beer on the Balcony. right, we are going back to January 1st, 2021. Stuttering John had Adam Hunter on Beer on the Balcony. This is Jan 1st. So you got to think, John's probably been drinking. I would imagine he's had a couple pops. But he is a different guy. Check this out. He is shot out of a cannon to start this show.
Welcome to the world famous Stuttering John podcast. This is the Beer on the Balcony 2021 edition. So, before we get started, let me just say to Stage Dog, Happy New Year and skål!
Shot out of a cannon, Robin. Wow. This guy he sounds coherent. He can actually talk a little bit. It's shocking to me, since we know what he's become. And so let's find out. You know that Beer on the Balcony is behind the paywall.
Is that a fake balcony? Sorry.
It is a fake balcony. He did a Beer on the Balcony on his balcony one time and abandoned it and got a green screen.
Wow.
Got on a fake balcony ever since. So how many people are watching Stuttering John's Beer on the Balcony on January 1st? I have the answer for you if I can get this to actually grab this thing. Hey, there we go.
I hear 3.
All right, let's see. It's only me and you, Stage Dog. I don't know. Everybody else sleeping? What's going on? I sent the link out. We'll see what happens.
It's literally
Right
a Zoom
now,
call.
Just me and Stage Dog.
It's not a show. It's a Zoom call with one other person.
Stage Dog, you're my bestest fan.
Everyone else abandoned me, Stage Dog. You're still here.
Yeah, he really does look so much better there than
He does, doesn't he? Yeah. He looks terrible. He looks like an 80-year-old woman, and he looks so much better than he does now. But
he's doing like The Lighthouse with Willem Dafoe. You see that? But just him and Stage Dog.
To be fair, that's probably like 15,000 beers ago, this video. But I'm doing the wrong voice. Fuck.
All right, guys, everyone have a drink? Does everyone have a drink? All right, let's do it together, guys.
Here we go. Let's do it together.
Is he saying skull like the tobacco?
Pinky's up.
It's like a Scandinavian toast skull.
Oh, okay.
Duh.
Both. So you should take that
What are you,
one
an idiot?
back.
All right, so now we finally have our guest who comes on, Adam Hunter. And I think this is funny because John just wants to drink. He doesn't want to do a show.
Amen.
So he brings on Adam Hunter and just immediately starts drinking.
The great Adam Hunter, welcome to the Stuttering John podcast, Beer on the Balcony edition.
What's going on? How are you, man? Happy New Year.
Same to you. It's not only Happy New Year. It's my youngest son's 15th birthday today.
Really?
Yeah, he was the first baby born in the San Fernando Valley that the newspaper came and took pictures.
What are you talking to me for then? Should you be at a party? What kind of kitty parent are you?
Yes!
Father of the Year.
Good question.
It's his youngest son's birthday. And he's like, and I'm drinking at noon. Hey, what's going on, everyone?
You know, the thing is, I really wanted to make your birthday party, but I needed to drink on the internet.
One guy, for Stage Dog.
You have to understand, the work comes first. It's kind of like fathers who are in the military.
His son was the first baby born in San Fernando. As a Mexican, I'm offended by that.
Of that year.
Okay.
January 1st, baby. And it was a slow news day because the newspaper came out to report on it. Like, oh, neat. Very impressive, John.
It's amazing.
Amazing.
Wow, look at him.
Look at my son.
Penis and everything.
1 day old, and he's already in the newspaper.
Just like his old man.
Just
already a celebrity.
Destined for greatness.
All right. So Adam Hunter. Does anyone know who Adam Hunter is, the stand-up comic? Okay.
No, because he's on Beer on the Balcony.
Correct.
If he were famous, he wouldn't be on Beer on the Balcony.
This didn't launch his career, apparently, this appearance.
Oh,
But-
you mean streaming to 12 people didn't suddenly skyrocket him to
Streaming
a
to
new Netflix?
one.
Didn't work out.
All right, more people joined in later. If you,
I would assume, yeah, a moderator showed up or two. So it's funny because Adam and John go way back to when John was on the Stern Show in New York City. So Adam knows John pretty well, and they're talking about COVID here.
But you put so much alcohol and weed and cocaine in your body. I don't think COVID has a shot. Like I don't think that like your body has defeated Mike Tyson. This is like a featherweight. COVID's a featherweight compared to all the drugs you put in your body. So
I know. I've always said that. I just can't see myself going down into some virus.
I like that John goes, yes, I'm indestructible. I have done a lot of blow and drank a lot of alcohol. Nothing could go wrong here. I think he took that the wrong way. He was very proud of himself with that.
That guy Adam can't even be bothered to sit up. He's
I know,
like
he's so
laying
bored.
down, and he was making me so queasy because his laptop's on his lap.
and the whole thing's wiggling the whole
Yes.
video. Yeah, it's at one point he gets up and just starts walking around his hotel room to find his computer plug because he's down to 2%, and I was like, no, Adam, this is when you go, sorry, John, I'm at 2%, I'm gonna have to go.
That position,
Right.
it's like when you get stuck in a position when you've been masturbating for a while on your computer, and you're like, why am I laying like this? Hold on, I gotta readjust here. I'm an adult man, I have a bed, I can relax.
Is this what you masturbate to, Stuttering John? Is that why you thought of that?
Sometimes.
All right.
No, I see. Look at his neck. I'm like, I know that move. Just reset.
He's a multitasker.
That's why his computer's at 2%. He was jerking off all the way up until his appearance.
You need that screen bright. I
By
get
the
it.
way, his computer's moving. He's probably doing it during the interview.
It might be. All right, so John tells a story about a time that he saw Adam at the Laugh Factory, and John got kicked out of the Laugh Factory. I'm guessing he deserved it.
then you came to the Laugh Factory. I think you got kicked out because I forgot you got into a fight with the bouncer who was a jerk to you. And then I went
Where, in California?
Yeah, and then I went to your defense. You're like, Adam, get away! I don't want you to get in trouble. And then you helped get me on the Tonight Show, which was awesome.
Yeah, who was that guy? Uncle or cousin?
That guy was just like his power went to his head. He was like not letting people in the Laugh Factory or something. He wouldn't let your guests in. He had to charge you or something.
Yeah, and I went through my people at the Tonight Show to Jamie Masada, and I think that's the guy's name. He was like cousin or
Brother Woods or something. Brother
Woods, and he was being a real dick to me.
Yeah, you started getting into a fight with him. And
So it sounds like John was being a big shot, because this is when he was working for Jay Leno. And I don't know, Dick, you might know this. At the Laugh Factory, there's a few celebrities there any given night.
Yeah,
They're
Kramer.
Yeah, well, Kramer, yeah. Kramer was there, I heard. I think I saw a video of that. So there's Kramer did Manny's whole routine. So I'm just guessing that John was being an asshole and trying to be a big shot and get favors, and bouncers got to bounce. So they're like, all right, buddy.
Well, what are the
along.
chances that like anybody there knew who he was? Like, he's like, do you know who I am? No.
No. Don't you sit in the audience at the Tonight Show?
Aren't you on a stool at the back of the house?
You look like a leather Muppet, man. Nobody knows who you are.
In the 6th grade, my teacher told me that I would make great success.
All right, moving along, buddy. Moving along. You got to go. So I made a remix of John's stutter right there. I think this is kind of fun to check out.
Yeah, and I went through my people at the Tonight Show to Jamie Masada.
Can somebody put a beat to that, please?
Yeah, do it again.
That's going to be a hit. I have a feeling. All right. So this is funny because Adam, who's not a raging alcoholic, explains John's behavior when they were on the road together, and I think this is probably pretty accurate.
when we became friends, then we did gigs together. We did a gig in, I don't know, it was some gig we did in like Northern California where me and you drove, and you drank like 37 beers before the gig. And then we fucking smoke weed during the game. I'm like, dude, are you out of your mind? Like, no, this is how I get rid of my OCD.
No.
I'm like, really? I don't know if this is the way to do it, dude. But and then I admitted to you that I had OCD as well.
Oh, me too.
Those are my
Man, so bad.
I know. Well, what's hilarious about this is we just played a clip where John said he drinks beers because he stutters. So he drinks beer to get rid of the stutter or OCD, or I think I just like getting drunk. I don't know. It's one of those things. I'm not sure which.
I got the sniffles. Course. I've got a slight headache. Course. I'm feeling kind of sluggish from the day. Course. I eat NG. Baloney.
All right, so then they're talking about John went to Adam's wedding, and John was blown away by, believe it or not, celebrities go to other celebrities' weddings. I know that sounds unheard of.
It was great.
Yeah, it was so bizarre because I come to your wedding and there's Scott Baio.
Drop!
And I had been hanging out with Scott Baio at the Cigar Club, and I'm like, what are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
I'm at a wedding.
Yeah, I'm also friends with Adam. What do you mean? What am I doing here? I snuck in. I'm a wedding crasher.
Can you, Scott Baio is just crashing random people's weddings to run into Stuttering John? What the fuck? What else would I be doing here?
I ask myself that at every wedding. What are you doing here?
All right, so now obviously Scott Baio is a conservative. This is well known.
Yeah.
And Stuttering John is very liberal. Very liberal Democrat.
I'm a Democrat, but I'm like a conservative Democrat in a lot of ways,
Yeah.
I'm like fiscally conservative, but like I'm socially Democrat. But
That's what Jay Leno always said he was.
Drop!
What does that have to do with anything?
Did you know that I know Jay Leno?
Whatever. Who cares? All right. So now, because they're talking about the connection with Scott Baio, I guess Scott Baio's connected to this charity that Adam's also passionate about, and he performs at this event, this charity event every year, and he says he always bombs at this event, and he's being self-deprecating and whatever you're supposed to do when you're talking about yourself. John doesn't know this. So, of course, John will explain that, no, Adam's actually very funny, and all the people watching need to know that.
Well, just wait, just to let everybody know, because there are not a lot of people here, but they're quality people. But this will go out to the 60 or 70. I don't know how many people that I have on Patreon and on YouTube, and they'll watch it later. But I will say, Adam is a great comic, and. So as much as you're self-deprecating, you are a joke fucking machine, and tell everyone how you are helping Jeremy Piven.
Me and Piven tour, but.
All right, so a couple of things going on there. John admitted he had 60 or 70 people on his Patreon. He knows the exact number. I guarantee you that. 60 or 70. Who could keep track of such a thing?
Does it when you get into those numbers more than your fingers and toes? They're hard.
More than 20 is all I know.
It's quality over the quantity.
Solve for X.
Boom. All right. So what a weird transition that was. This guy's trying to talk about this charity he's passionate about and why he's doing these gigs. And John goes, yeah, anyway, what about Jeremy Piven? He's like, all right, can I talk about the charity thing again? So
no, we need to talk about celebrities.
Yeah, I know.
That's what people are here for.
That was awkward, obviously. So then Adam decides to give John a lesson about how conservatives can be good people.
Oh.
I know.
Shocking.
That's interesting.
I don't think John is listening to this at all, by the way.
So sometimes because people are conservative or Republican, they're actually good people. They're the kind of people that will help you fix your car. And yet I know a person who, a famous actress who was huge in the 80s, who's beyond liberal. I'm not gonna say her name because the person, but she's my friend's first cousin. My friend's brother is a paraplegic for life, and she wouldn't even make a commercial video for him. and it's her first cousin. But then she did something for some other like Revlon or something because they paid her.
What?
Did you see how John was just responding to that? He's just like, are you going to stop talking?
Is she single?
Yeah. Anyway, shut up for a second.
What did the paraplegic get? A commercial?
Listen, shut up for a second.
When I was watching this, I legitimately thought that he was going to interrupt him and be like, no, conservatives, they hate all the people.
Yeah.
And then, they're not good people.
They're all Hitler.
So I was surprised when he did not object to this, like, humanizing of people he disagrees with. I treat them like regular folks.
I like that she's beyond left.
Right.
What is that?
How?
All right.
She's so left, she's right. Well, there you go.
Do you have any guesses about who this actress is?
All of them.
Probably Haley Mancini, if I had to guess. If I had to throw out a name. All right. So now John's going to talk about Adam's OCD, but John just wants to talk about John. That's the only reason why he brings this up, because, of course, John has OCD, and he wants to talk about that.
Well, yeah, I remember, and, Good as Gold was asking here and there, like in the chats, how does OCD affect you?
OCD, that's a really loaded question.
Me personally, like, even getting a COVID test, I gotta like drive up and down the street. I gotta touch there. I have to have the right thought, while I'm driving into. I have all these things going on in my head.
No.
He drives up and down the street?
But, of course, I was probably inebriated, so I forgot. But
Because we've already talked about this, but I'm so wasted. I have no idea what your answer was.
How does OCD affect you? Can't really say. The least OCD answer you could ever give.
Yeah.
Are you gay? That's complicated.
Who's to say? So now, Adam goes through his OCD ritual, and it's as if John is talking to the mirror. I swear to God, this must go on daily in John's shitty apartment.
Sometimes, like, if I'm on stage and a joke bombs, the jokes that bomb, they're not laughing, I'm not funny, I'm a terrible comedian, I'm a loser, no one's gonna like me, I'm not gonna be able to provide food, my wife's gonna leave me, I'm gonna lose custody of my kid.
Wow.
Nailed it.
Have you been reading my diary?
You're gonna be not going to your kid's birthday party because they don't want you around.
Should work on being funnier.
These are the most depressing comics I've ever heard talk.
I know. There is nothing fun about this episode at all.
No.
It's brutal. I was so bored and unhappy after I watched this. These two comics just
You were all miserable this morning.
I was.
Both of you were trying to talk to them about something. All concentrating. Like,
You suck.
That's why.
Can't interrupt me.
When there was a line at the cheesesteak place, I'm like, fuck this.
Yeah.
I can't take it anymore.
So we were all, you guys were miserable because you've been fucking listening to Captain Depresso all morning.
Yeah.
And we're just starving. And we're in line. We fucked up the line. We had to get back in line. And Vito's filming like behind the scenes content. Like, hey everybody, we're here in line at Angelina's. And I was like, man, this is like the worst fucking time to be doing this. We're very miserable.
All right, so remember, this is a fun comedy show, Beer on the Balcony. This is when he talks to his comic friends, and they have a lot of fun. And
But now I'm like looking at like who is that person? And I'm looking at their like, but why am I invested in that person? My fucking wife.
is that your phone or mine?
It's mine. My dog's. My wife wants to put my like dog down. My dog's like 15. And, oh my god. And I'm like,
It's the worst.
My wife wants me to put my dog down.
So that's
That's the only reason she could be calling.
Look, I mean, I take Alexa.
Jesus.
What the fuck kind of show is this?
John's not good at running a show, Dick.
Jesus.
Sucks.
Number one, Adam, silence your fucking phone. And number two, talk about a way to bring a crowd down. Like, yeah, we're gonna kill my dog this weekend. Like, well, fuck me.
Oh my God.
My wife wants me to put the dog, like there's a discussion, there's a fight where I might lose and the dog might die.
All right.
He needs Andrew Tate. I never thought I would say that.
Let's talk about the obstacles that John has to overcome in his life. It's tough.
It's all the piles of
And
cans.
keep in mind, not only do I have OCD, I'm also a stutterer on stage. So I got like all these fucking obstacles just to make it entertaining.
Also, he's retarded, he's dumb, he's ugly, his personality sucks. He left out a few things I wanted to fill in the blanks
name
there.
dropping all the time.
Yeah. You know who else name drops all the time is Jay Leno.
Well, you're leaving out that he smells, he's uninteresting.
Yes, thank you.
Alienates everyone that he talks to.
His cockroaches.
His cockroaches.
But this is
that's
great.
my wife. She wants to put my dog down. What the fuck? That's like a Stephen Wright joke. Told badly. Jane, oh, sorry. That's my wife. She wants to put my dog down.
With the right delivery, it works.
Yeah.
That's the best part of
That was the worst delivery.
Manny, are you writing that down? Is that going to enter into your set?
I'm going to say that every time I get interrupted on a call now. Sorry, that's my wife. She wants to put my dog down. Fucking bitch.
How old's your dog? 17 months. I don't know. It seems too soon.
Just got it.
She's a puppy.
I don't know. Does that matter?
Okay. So John can relate to Adam for a very specific reason. They have something in common here.
Oh yeah, no, and I think you and I are, like the same way, and like because we both headline, and when I am, I know that that you
both winners. You and I, we're both out for chance.
Show, but if I'm headlining a show, no, like
that was one time,
yeah, but I'll and I really want to be. I want to give it my all. And I know that you
He's
do
slowly
too,
listing to one side, just trying to get out of this podcast. maybe if I dip below the frame, they'll forget I'm here.
Are you almost done jerking off?
I love that he's talking.
That happens though. You get locked in the headboard, and you're like, fuck, I'm stuck here.
What are you gonna do?
I gotta get up.
I like how he's
closing the whole incognito tab. I'm starting over. This is not working.
John is talking about headlining. His last gig was at a sports bar in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and that is, as far as we know, the only gig he's had in like 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big headliner.
We're both headliners.
Oh,
I can totally relate to you. Yeah,
I'm playing to crowds of 13 or 14 people that just want me to shut up and leave.
And not only is John a terrible comic, he's the worst interviewer ever because he has to go to his chat to figure out ask his guests what his plugs are here.
Oh. Hey Adam, Mark P is asking, what is the best way for us to follow Adam? Website, social media, etc.
That's how bad he is. The chat's like, hey, John, get these plugs out. Let's not forget that part of the interview, you dummy.
See, like a good host would normally know those plugs and be like, yeah, check out Adam's stuff, Adam Hunter on Twitter.
No, that's not true.
He's so disinterested in that conversation, just like, all right, let's get, tell the people.
But a great host would make you do it.
All right, so these are just two joke writers talking about how they craft jokes. I always like people say they craft jokes. That's how you know that they're an artist, a true artiste.
Real fucking advanced work we're doing.
So Adam, because you, as a joke writer, for me, and somebody who wrote jokes for Howard and Jay, and I know how it is a craft. Like people don't realize it is a craft. Whether it's absurdity or it's false leads or whatever, there is a craft to writing jokes. I mean, there is. So what do you do? Do you sit down and go, I'm going to spend an hour? Colin Quinn used to say he'll just sit, and Nick DiPaolo, whatever. They'll just take an hour out of the day and just sit and write jokes.
I mean, that's what I do. Luckily, right now,
If writing jokes is a craft and you're a craftsman of joke writing, Stuttering John is like the shitty kindergarten macaroni art of comedians.
Look, it's supposed to be, a rabbit.
And you're like, this is just a bunch of shit glued to a piece of paper, John. Like,
yeah, why don't you put it on the fridge?
You're not supposed to cook the spaghetti before you make that, John. It's fucked up. So
Are you gonna finish that spaghetti?
I like that he says, you know, like Colin Quinn and Nick DiPaolo, they like sit and write jokes. You don't say. Is that what those comics
for
do?
an hour.
They sit and write jokes?
Write jokes.
That's a pretty good process.
Slaving away
That's a good idea.
over a hot iPhone.
Should probably write a joke or two.
I might be getting ahead of you, but he goes on to like talk about the jokes that he's written. Now, most comedians, unless they're, you know, they have a bit that they've done, they can't like list in 5 minutes every joke they've written. But John can, because he's been doing the same set for 30 years.
Yes, good point.
And he like goes bit by bit. It's like, yeah, we all know these jokes, John. We saw your stand-up in 1995.
So then, John, being the brilliant interviewer that he is, does not listen to Adam and makes him repeat the joke that Adam tells here.
Oh,
You
no.
know,
I think
like
he
for
didn't get
example,
it.
like my dog is passing away, and I'm like, how am I gonna?
What
am I gonna tell my
is this
kid? My kid's 2 years old. So I'm gonna say, okay, well, she's not dead. She's at a farm with my hopes and dreams. So that's the joke, but I said it a couple times on stage. It hasn't got a huge laugh. So I'm like, all right, well, what do I got to do to make that funny?
Oh, wait,
Don't
tell me
tell
the joke again before you.
So my dog, I gotta tell my daughter that our dog is gone. I don't know what to say to her. So I'm gonna say she's at a farm. The dog's at a farm.
That's what Jay Leno's parents said, yeah.
With my hopes and dreams.
Oh my God.
Because those are also dead, you know. But
Now I understand that I was supposed to laugh during this.
Yeah, let's take 2 on that one.
We'll edit that out later. Oh, wait, I don't know how to edit my show. He literally says that at one point. Adam, like, he tries to bring up something, and Adam doesn't want to talk about it. He's like, can we cut this out? And John's like, I don't have an ability to edit this. It's beyond the reasonable standards of what I am capable.
Don't worry,
It's
Adam.
not a joke.
Don't worry, Adam. No one will ever see this interview until today. Until right now. Finally, people are seeing this interview. All right, last clip I have from this. Like, this was brutal. It's like an hour and a half long.
It
was brutal.
It's a slog. And so Adam leaves, and then John is trying to tease his next episode he's coming out. And John has a weird way of booking guests for his show. I don't know if this is a great way to go about it.
I will see you tomorrow at noon. Michael Cohen has not gotten back to me. And why, Michael? I'm not going to trash you. But you do the Midas Touch Brothers. You do Glenn Kirshner.
Yeah.
From what I hear from the source, you interned for Dominic Barbara because you were a big Stern fan, and you don't do my show?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Those are shows with audiences, John.
This is something that I don't understand. Michael Cohen is afraid to do my show.
He's not afraid.
It doesn't, I can't really wrap my head around this. Because I wasn't going to trash him, I was going to prop him up.
I double dog dare you to be a guest on my show. He's like, why would you be a guest on my show? I'm not even going to trash you this time. What's the problem? I don't get it.
Well, it's like you're doing shows that have thousands and thousands of listeners, and you won't do mine. I have 60 or 70 patrons.
They're all good people.
They're very fine people.
All right, at this time, I'm going to ask Jenny Jingles to go back to the merch table where she belongs. We're going to bring out Vito Gesualdi because we have to talk about... Opie Radio. Now, this is a brand new episode that we're going to be talking about. Is Vito coming out? If not, we'll move on.
He got stuck with some Girl Scouts.
I don't know what he's more excited about, the cookies.
Watch out for my headphone cable. Vito Gesualdi, everybody.
BMI.
No.
All right, so Opie is going to talk about, people are asking him, would you ever go back to being a music jock on the radio? Because that was his job before he met up with Anthony and became the Opie and Anthony show. He was a music jock. And so Opie's going to answer this question for us.
So Opie, You'd never go back to music radio? I would go back to music radio. As a goof, though, not as like a real profession. I could do it in my sleep. There's nothing special to it.
Anyone could do it in their sleep. Why would you go back to why would you get a job as a goof? Who would ever do something like that? It's like, all right, I'm in year 3 of Afternoon Drive. Isn't this hilarious? What a great goof this is, right, guys? Making 60 grand a year on Long Island. It's pretty funny stuff.
It's a good bit.
Pretty good bit.
Whenever I do a bit, I'm like, I'm going to get a salaried position for a period of time.
Guys, look at me. I'm still
Look at me managing this bank. Bunch of rubes.
I'm going to get a promotion as a bit. It's going to be a great goof that I'm
Look
going
at
to
me, I'm wearing a suit. I look so professional. Look at my fucking PowerPoint.
You know, it'd be really funny. We're going to take caller 9 wins a package of movie tickets to John Wick 4. Yeah. Call the hotline. Isn't this hilarious? Also, as a bit, I like
fucking idiots.
And also,
that would actually, honestly, you're now selling me. This would be the best radio announcer of all time. Be caller number 9, you fucking moron.
All right, we're gonna play Take This Job and Shove It for the 18th time in a row. Anyway, he might be
Send me your tits. It'd be so funny. Whatever.
Yeah, I could quit this job at any time because I'm a multimillionaire, but I'm not going to because that wouldn't be nearly as funny as just continue to do this 5 days a week. Anyway, here's Pearl Jam.
So then Opie talks about how what he does is he puts a video out of his view of the skyline of New York City at nighttime. And then he explains the show that he would like to do if he was doing a music show. And it is a terrible idea. It's one of the worst ideas I've ever heard.
But I wouldn't mind doing that view and just playing a few tunes, man. Songs that don't even really go together, man.
Wow.
I would play Oasis into the Grateful Dead, Easy Wind, if you want to know the truth. And then maybe follow it up with the Doors Alabama song. And then maybe do Red Hill Mining Town by U2 off Unforgettable Fire. I always believed there was a place for that type of music show.
Yeah, it's on my iPod that I don't want.
This is a show for an audience of one. Let's just play the songs I like. Nobody else does. No one's listening to this.
Guys, I've got a great idea. What if I was a shitty DJ? Wow, OP, that's incredible.
Call into the request line. We're going to tell you to fuck yourself and your song choices are bad. Anyway.
Hipster radio.
Mr. Calling. This is a really good DJ bit.
I love this.
So,
can you play Dave Matthews Band? Fuck you, no.
Oh, do you like that song? Then definitely not. But what's crazy about Opie is he's so dumb. He actually pitched this idea to SiriusXM when he had his own station on SiriusXM, the Opie and Anthony channel. He went to management and said, guys, I have a brilliant idea.
I did tell you the story at SiriusXM. I've had this idea forever. It's not like a oh my God idea. Of course not. But my idea was I wanted to do a music show for the channel that we were running, the Opie and Anthony channel, and I wanted to play songs I really dig. I wanted to play songs that were good enough to be on the radio, but they couldn't find a slot for it. And I wanted to mix it up, get all the genres mixed together and just play an hour of music. And just, have it on the channel.
60 minutes commercial free. Coming at you live on SiriusXM.
Will eventually go away.
All right, so if anything, this is probably the worst idea anyone in radio has ever heard. And SiriusXM.
Do you think his choices are so eclectic that it would be like, yeah, I'm gonna put like Hotel California on the back of like Dire Straits. Like I'm gonna really mix it up.
Well, it's funny
really
you say
mix
that
genres.
because what you're describing is a thing called fickle FM. I'm gonna radio nerd out for a second here. This is a genre that's in every market. It has been for a couple decades. Fickle FM. They decided, why don't we just play rock or just play country? We'll just play all the hit songs from all the genres. The difference though with Opie is that he wants to play B-sides.
Yeah.
Songs you've never heard before that are from all different genres.
No, but he said they're good enough.
Oh, but he likes
They
them.
just couldn't find their slot.
Now, honestly, SiriusXM is going out of business, but not because they're doing a shit job. Like, they have like the Bruce Springsteen channel and the Grateful Dead channel and the Pearl Jam channel. Like, people who like that stuff can just sit there and listen to live Pearl Jam all day long. It's great. That's actually a good idea.
Horrible.
Well, okay, maybe that one, but that's actually a good idea. And Opie's idea is, of course, the exact opposite. And I'd love for him to try out this idea in front of a live audience. Could you imagine a wedding DJ who just doesn't take any requests from you and is just like, no, fuck off.
All right, here's my iPod playlist.
Yeah. We're just going to play a fish jam for the next 45 minutes. Go fuck yourself.
Let's get the lucky couple on the floor for your Jeremy Smoking class today.
It's time for the father-daughter dance. They asked for My Girl. I think that's a terrible decision, so instead we're going to play a song that I like. And then
Janie's got a gun.
Yeah, and then the father comes over and punches him.
Do this like a lady.
Good one.
I'll be right back.
Nailed it.
All right, bye, Dick. So, it's funny because Opie's been in radio since he was 18, and he knows nothing about how radio works at all. In fact, what he's describing would fail miserably in a week. What he's describing.
Yeah, it's Opie's Infinite Playlist. It's like that shitty movie because there's no sad teenagers crying.
Yeah, in this case, it's like a 55-year-old man, millionaire who has just ruined every opportunity he's ever had.
So I want to go back a couple of months. Opie talked about how he was offered a gig in 2018 to go back to FM radio, and he's going to explain the offer that he did receive to do that.
When Imus was retiring, WABC wanted to hire me, and they wanted to pay me $100,000 a year. They said, that's all we have. Now, you might think to yourself, wow, $100,000 a year would be a sweet living. Yeah, I'm not
what I thought.
poo-pooing the money.
Yeah.
Not for him.
No, he owns 3 houses. He's got the Manhattan, he's got Long Island on the fucking water, and then he's got a house here in Philly. That wouldn't cover the taxes.
Yeah.
Right.
That wouldn't cover the tax burden on those 3 houses, $100,000 a year. But wait, it gets even worse because Opie knows that he can't actually do a show by himself because he has no talent. So $100,000 has to cover everyone who's on the show.
But the problem is, $100,000, wait for it. My agent got at least 10%, so now we're down to $90,000. Then I would have to pay Carl. I would have to pay Vic, because it was that time, and possibly some Sherrod. So out of the 90 that I had left, I probably would have had to at least give up 40 of that for my guys at least.
That doesn't make any sense, Rick.
Wait a second. You're telling me he's going to pay Carl and Vic and Sherrod $40,000 a year to be on his radio show? That seems insulting. That's at least $40,000. Nope. Keep going. Those guys have better things to do. Doesn't even make sense.
That's $40,000 a piece, so the money's gone. So,
I mean,
did he mean $20,000 a piece?
Well, no, he's splitting that 3 ways. So he's giving them like less than the median income to 3 guys to basically prop him up because he has absolutely no talent or personality.
Yeah.
He was making $2 million a year on SiriusXM. They offered him $100,000. The only person who would accept a 95% cut in pay is Stuttering John. There is nobody else who's just like, yeah, that sounds like a good deal. That makes sense to me. All right. So then Opie had another offer, and this one really proves what Opie is worth these days.
And I was having a couple beers with Carl. And right before we walked in, phone rings, it's Chaz. He's like, oh, I just need you on this station. I just need you on this station. He goes, what about 10 a.m. to noon? And the podcast was doing okay at that point. And I look at Carl, I'm like, not bad. We could promote our podcast. This is not a bad thing. He goes, look, you can do it from the beach house. I don't even need you in the city. I don't need you in the studio. What do you say? 10 a.m. to noon. I'm like, Chaz, all right. Less stress, less pressure. Don't have to do Fridays. I could do it from the beach. I'm like, he goes, one problem. I go, what's the problem, Chaz? He goes, I can't pay you.
Oh, man.
He literally got an offer for no money. A legit offer. And here's the kicker. here is the kicker. He brought this to his agent to review.
So you want to do what's called a revenue share. Well, so then my agent at the time, he was looking up how much money they make at ABC between the hours of 10 a.m. and noon, and the money was horrendous.
Yeah, Opie, 10% of nothing is, let me just carry the one. Oh, nothing. Yeah, this is a terrible idea.
So he was.
What are you talking about?
He was considering a revenue share. A guy used to make millions of dollars. I mean, that's a deal that Ray DeVito would take. not Greg Opie Hughes. That's brutal.
Oh, God.
That's not good. So then he says this, and this is insane. This is delusional Opie right here.
Look, I'm still open to it. I still got agents. They still talk to people.
I'm still open to it.
Recently, Spotify was interested. They like what I'm doing with these live streams. They think there's something here. They like the feel of it. They think it's unique and a little different. But
a little different.
Vito and I had this call with Scott.
I haven't officially got an offer.
No shit, Sherlock! No shit! No shit, Sherlock! No fucking shit, Sherlock!
So I have a theory on this because he says, my agent called me, they say Spotify's interested, they like what I'm doing. I think this agent has to pretend that he's doing stuff for Opie. So he's like literally just like, oh yeah, Opie, I was talking to the CEO of Spotify, I think his name's Bill Spotify, and he loves what you're doing. He's very interested in what you're up to. Oh, free Miller Lite's coming up.
Now we got
Thank you.
Is it Tanner? Is this a gay beer or is this a straight beer?
Oh, it's good. I think Vinny might want to drink
Vinny's got a book on drinking cum backstage.
That's true.
Yeah, he's been trying there. He's been hitting us all up back there like, hey, I need to try this recipe, but I'm kind of running dry.
Hey. You better fucking watch it. Everybody, you get one.
So you would say Opie's big return to radio is not in the cards?
Probably not. You know, like they're like, oh, we like Joe Rogan, we like that chick from Call Her Daddy. Yeah, what about Opie?
That Spotify call, they called us too. They set up like a meeting, and it's just like, well, you know, what do we have to do to get like your videos up? It's not a real.
Yeah, it's not for
call.
money. We were like, oh, are you guys gonna give us money? And they're like, no, we just want you to upload your stuff for free.
MSCS Media. They're also a Spotify exclusive. That makes a lot of sense.
I do love the guy who goes, we gotta get you on our station. We're not gonna pay you. And you're like, oh, well, maybe you don't really want me that bad.
What other like offer does Opie have though? Why not just take it? Like he's making 20, 30, 40 bucks in stars on the every day, and he's like, nah, $100,000, that's not gonna work. 50 stars? Oh my god!
Now that he's podcasting with a potato, the sky is the limit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tab, I don't think there's actually an offer.
Up from
answer.
No.
I just have a couple clips left, and this one I want to play because Dick is here. And Opie was having a discussion on social media. They have the Facebook group, the Pod Squad, that they're doing on social media, and they were having one of the most interesting discussions that you can have in 2023.
We had a full discussion on the social media about, we can't make Blazing Saddles anymore.
Hot take.
Wow. Scintillating.
Pretty hot take right there. Yeah, that's offensive, I guess. All right. So this is the last clip because Opie.
This is like the boomerish shit ever.
Yeah, I know. It's
that he's
so
got.
lame. So Opie used to broadcast to 1 million plus people when he was on Sirius XM. And now someone's goofing at him for having 22 viewers on Facebook. And this is Opie's big comeback to that.
But your audience is now 22 people. I guess, Dan, if you want to keep track of the numbers, you're more than welcome. But it's not 22 people. It's over 100 between the Facebook and YouTube.
Oh,
yeah! Pencil out and keep track. That's great. That could be your job, weirdo.
No, you don't understand. There's multiple platforms.
It's literally your job. What do you mean that could be your job? It's not a job. Broadcasting to 100 people or 20.
Yeah, his comeback was 22. Well, there's YouTube, and now it's over 100.
Yeah.
You had that in. All right. Well,
I've got 4 people watching me on Russian torrent shithole.eu.net.
Not to mention the 350 people watching him tonight in Philadelphia.
There you go.
Yeah. You got to factor that into his numbers as well. Everything's coming up Opie.
And with that, we are going to transition to the next segment of the show tonight. That was Who Are These Podcasts? We will circle back to a WATP TDS crossover event. But first, we have another crossover, something we've never done before. This is called The Biggest Creep in the Universe. It's the creep off.
And it's not me, folks.
It's Vinny. It's who's a bigger creep, Vinny or Vito? Here we go.
All right, we're going to bring up Nick Ricano's back up. Vinny Paulino is back up.
The biggest creep in the universe.
And so here's how we're going to do this. So this is the Creep Off Biggest Problem in the Universe crossover event. And
it's me.
What we're going to do is each of us have a creep that we're going to present, and then we're going to go to audience vote to decide who brought.
You guys like creeps, right?
The biggest creep.
Yeah.
They listen to our show, Dick.
What kind of creeps you like? Flashers? Pedophiles?
No, we don't like pedophiles.
Pedophiles? You like pedophiles?
The creep off is by creeps for creeps.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised.
Guys who murder animals? You like that kind of thing? Yeah. Or kill animals? Yeah. Hot.
I have to say, Vinny brought a story of a guy who set his daughter's cats on fire, and that was too far for me.
Oh my God.
That was the one that I'm tapped out on.
What a pussy.
that was not cool.
The best part about pedophiles is if you rape them, you know they really don't like it.
I'm trying to get there.
Hold on.
Because you're not a child.
Yeah.
Right.
Can I explain the joke?
I hate when my rapist isn't my type.
Yeah.
That's always the worst.
I wish a child was raping me. That was the joke?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I get it.
Took me a second to get there.
Yeah, I guess if the child was the rapist, they might be into it. That'd be good.
Wait, that'd be a weird child rapist.
Yeah.
You know, that
Were you
was
thinking of
the
that
headline
one
would throw me off.
backstage? You
Yeah,
came
I've been
out
working on
hot
that.
with that.
I'm working on that for weeks.
Okay, but that does bring to mind, we really want to do a bit where we hire a 12-year-old and then we have him catfish these predator poachers.
I'm sorry, did you say we?
Yeah.
What do you mean we?
Shut up.
People think they're talking
this is a
about
good
you
bit.
and me. Who is we?
And then the predator poachers show up to bust what they think is a 50-year-old pedophile. And it's just a 12-year-old kid sitting on his bed like, are we going to play Fortnite or what?
You know, it's really funny you guys try to paint me as I'm the problem. And Vito's sitting over here talking about hiring children.
Hiring children?
To play video games fucking with them.
Yeah.
All right.
No,
You're violating
This is a
child
great
labor
bit.
laws and being a creep.
It's a great bit. It's going to
Like
go well.
Nike.
All right, so listen, I'm going to take control of this segment, and I'm going to start off with a very healthy Hola Creepos! Now, Carl explained this pretty well, but I just want to make sure you guys get this. This is a serious conversation we're about to have here, and we're not making jokes. Just kidding, we're going to fucking make fun of all these people. But what we want you to do is at the end of this is we want you to vote for who you thought brought the biggest creep. Can you guys get that? You got it? All right. Carl, where should we...
How do they vote? What is
By applause.
We're going to do by applause at the end.
By creeping.
All right.
So we have to remember what happened. I have a feeling the last creep is going to win, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Carl, where do you want to start?
I want to start with you, Vinny, and then we'll go down the line so you can show us how to do it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, by applause, how many people in this room have done something that they were ashamed of that they did not want to fess up to?
You mean like do a live show next to Vito Gesualdi?
What was it? What was it? You're clapping. What is it that you're thinking about that you don't want to fess up to? Yeah, you. What is it? He couldn't find the bathroom in his friend's house, so he pissed in a cup, and then he dumped the cup out, and then in the morning his friend drank out of the cup, and he didn't say anything.
Can I just say,
that's awesome.
Wherever you dumped that cup out is where you should have peed. Right.
Why didn't you pee in the sink?
That's not a height. You can't
Why
get
a
to
middleman?
You couldn't get your dick up into the sink?
He needed a stool.
Why don't you just shoot it up like a...
Yeah, why didn't you have the arc?
As a man who regularly pisses in the sink, I understand what he's talking about.
Bro, big question
Sometimes
here.
you can't get the leverage.
Big question. Did you wash your hands after?
No.
All right.
Oh, him.
Well, you and Carl both suck then. Okay. So I'll go first, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to read to you guys a little excerpt from a GoFundMe. You guys familiar with GoFundMe when people need money because of tragedy? All right, so here's what happened. This is the story. Early in the morning on Saturday, December 12th, baby Scarlett's mother, Brianna, woke up to feed her and noticed that she didn't seem like her normal self.
Aw.
Now, little Scarlett is 7 weeks old, and Brianna determined Scarlett was having a seizure and immediately rushed her to the hospital. Now, after several hours of tests, including a CT scan, they informed her that Scarlett has been bleeding on both sides of her brain.
Oh.
This poor baby. This is horrible. Now, the problem was, though this is according to the GoFundMe, Brianna was at work to provide for her family, and Scarlett was dropped by her caregiver. The caregiver did not inform anyone of the drop until the results of the CT scan were presented. Now, who is this Butterfingers that didn't want to fess up to what they did?
The fuck?
Now, in the GoFundMe, they didn't tell you, but it was the fucking dad.
Yeah.
This is a lighthearted segment, folks.
This is.
It's just fun for everybody.
Now, they took this baby to the hospital, right?
Right.
And the doctors are in there and they're going, man, this kid is really fucked up. What happened? And this guy was like, I don't know. I don't fucking know. And they got the cops involved because the kid was clearly abused. And eventually he fessed up. What the dad did was over a couple of days, he threw the baby at a wall.
Yeah.
That's right, Carl. We have a baby thrower.
Carl's
Hit the
gone.
music.
We don't have
Carl's gone.
Carl left.
Carl was thrown.
Right in the middle of the fucking thing he's supposed to cue for my segment.
He went to
You
go find a
piece of
baby.
shit. Thank you.
Welcome to Monday Night Football, Baby Throne Edition.
Baby Madison is in the air. It's a perfect spiral. Oh!
You'll be
Just
shocked
hit the
the spin
goalpost.
you could get on a 7-week-old.
Oh my God.
Now, here's the real sad part. I was reading this. This poor baby died, and I'm not trying to make light of this baby dying, but I kind of am. I'm a little appalled by what the grandmother wrote in the GoFundMe. She wrote, "This little angel grew wings and flew to heaven." Day late and $1 short, huh? She's got wings now. Fucking convenient, this kid. So here's the thing. Not only did this guy murder his own child, they're not going to get the security deposit back on that apartment. The wall's fucking dented.
Yeah. Get a little spackle. You can fix that up.
So here's the good news. You guys get applause for this. Stephen Schramm, the dad, 23 years in prison. How about it?
All right.
Yeah.
Followed by a
That guy should have gone out for cigarettes.
Yeah. The kid would have been better if he went out for cigarettes and then gave them to the kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a white dad.
It is a white dad. You are correct.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Wow. Yeah, he was still there.
Yikes.
Guys,
Manny's laughing.
Manny's laughing.
Okay.
It's okay. It's okay. Manny's laughing.
All right, well, I'm
He's
glad
our
I was
Robin
able
Quivers.
to bring this show to a screeching halt. Who's
Opening
next?
start with a baby being spiked against a wall. Fantastic.
All right, Nick, who's your creep? Do you have one?
Yeah, I got one.
Okay.
He's, what's his name?
Chinese guy.
Okay, his name is Moonrunes. I don't know how to pronounce Chinese. Mugu Gaipan. Wait, what's it?
That guy?
Yeah. So he's in a fight with his neighbor. There's a Chinese man in China, and he takes the reasonable approach.
Convenient, huh?
Yeah, well, it would be weird if he was Italian in China. Anyways, he goes and he kills 500 of his neighbor's chickens in one night.
Yes.
What an asshole! And apparently, he does this by terrifying the chickens into killing each other. So he sets up chicken Mortal Kombat by strobing them with a flashlight. And I'm like, how do you have time to strobe light 500 chickens into a murderous rampage? But then the next day, because the neighbor didn't comply with whatever fucking beef was.
He's coming for more.
He killed
I've got a very special
600
set of
chickens the next day.
Mortal Kombat is followed up by Mortal Kombat 2. It's just the sequel, Nick.
I'm pretty sure that this is a transliteration error, because I'm guessing he actually terrified them with a fleshlight.
Yes.
Yeah.
This psycho sat there with flicking a flashlight watching birds tear themselves apart because he was mad at his neighbor. I'll give him a creep. He's a creep.
I don't know, man.
But any animal you can terrify into killing their own family by flashing a light a bunch, like, does that animal really deserve to live at that point?
Whatever, they're delicious. Who gives a shit?
I feel like I would open a restaurant chain with terrified dead chicken. Like, we only kill through fear.
Could you
can
imagine doing
taste
that
it.
to homeless, though? Like, if you see homeless, just flashing a light at them.
Wait, can
and
we
then you're sitting in your car.
Can we try this down
Wait, I'm going to bring a flashlight to Seattle and solve the homeless problem.
Let's send giant epileptic drones down to Skid Row and see what happens.
There might be a
Solve
lesson in
America's,
here.
How many of the chickens did he have sex with?
I'm sorry? How many of the chickens did he have sex with?
Yeah.
How the fuck would I know that, Nick?
I don't know. It's like...
I'm guessing he was jerking off watching them kill each other. I don't know if he penetrated a
That
chicken.
does sound hot.
You got all those chickens there. You got to take one.
No, you don't, but, you know.
Quitter.
Yeah. I don't know how to improv with that. Holy shit.
You have
there's
to yes
chickens
and,
there,
man.
you have to fuck them, Vinny.
You haven't fucked a dead chicken?
Well,
have you even been to a grocery store?
Never fucked McChicken nuggets?
Yeah.
Like, that's a dead chicken.
Those are great.
Yeah.
I like the gritty outside.
All right, mine is a British dad that hacked 700 webcams worldwide to secretly spy on women.
It's fucking Batman.
Until the
It's impressive.
FBI snared him.
I
Yeah,
didn't
that is
know
impressive.
Zoom was a dad.
They say in this thing, evil hacker Christopher Taylor took over women's computers with a phony link.
No.
Which means his evil hacking is just sending women a link that says, click on this for like free shoes. This evil malcontent sent women an email that said, you dumb bitch, click on this link for free shoes. He watched from his home in Wigan as they ate, had sex. Oh, I hope not in that order. What a sick, fat, a chubby chaser he was. I'm looking in your way for no reason.
I'm going to try this phishing scam.
He watched them as they ate and had sex and undressed.
Oh my God, what a
Wait, did they have
creep.
sex before undressing?
Yes.
Okay.
They ate, they slipped the panties to the side, and then they undressed after the sex until the FBI rumbled his trickery.
I love it when they write stories like this. I'm invested now.
Oh, he tricked 772 people into relinquishing control of their webcams with a link. That's way more spying than I could ever possibly do.
You offered these bitches 25% off at Bed Bath & Beyond. They're like, oh.
People. I thought he targeted women.
Yeah. It's like when you start saving porn, and then you just have this like giant 4 terabyte cache. You're like, what am I doing? Why do I have this saved?
He was 60 years old, too. I didn't know boomers could hack.
Yeah, this guy was an old, creepy-looking motherfucker, too.
I guess the lesson of this is that if you send women a link, they'll click it.
Yes.
So whatever it is. You just clicked a contract that said you would have sex with me.
Shop at my lingerie
It's not
store.
like a huge waste of time, though. Like, most of the time, you're just going to turn on the web camera and it's a woman going like, oh my God, the new Sex in the City is coming out.
Yeah, what is
like,
this guy's
how
link?
many feeds do you have to go through until you find anything interesting?
Like, if he had a girlfriend, she would love it if he watched her webcam all day.
You gonna watch him internet shop? Oh, this is so fucking hot.
I just want to know what he put on the link. I mean, that
82
seems like good marketing.
images of bestiality were found.
Well, I mean, white women alone in a room.
Just the 82.
Yeah.
Women love their dogs.
Sounds like he's busting
Women love
crime.
their
He's
dogs.
like the
Wait, hold
Batman.
on. Now
He's like the Dark Knight.
solving crime.
He's not the guy that we deserve, but he's the only guy.
All the
He's something
82
like that.
images of bestiality were just the white chicks that he hacked fucking dogs.
Yes.
Yeah. He also deleted thousands of files. Oh, wow.
So it
okay.
could have been worse, right?
Yeah.
No, he left the bestiality because that was fine. He's like, well, this won't be a problem. The rest of it, though.
Judge Walsh said the offenses involved a gross invasion of the privacy of very many individuals. They can't call them women? Like, because if it was guys, it'd be like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
Well,
This guy just created...
Someone wanted to look at them jerking off finally.
Yeah.
It's just non-consensual fishbowl is what this is.
The offending took place over a lengthy period of time, and it was undertaken following a significant degree of sophisticated planning and preparation of sending a link. Wow. Devastating.
Well, Dick, that does sound like quite a creep. But let me tell you about a little man from Detroit known as the Dick Grabber. Now,
the Detroit Dick Grabber.
The Detroit Dick Grabber, grabbing dicks all across the county.
Jagging it, jack, spanking it, jacking it, spanking it, smack.
This man would find you in a restroom, you're trying to enjoy a piss, burst into the stall and start grabbing your dick. And no one knew why. Was it sexual? Was it some sort of...
Is this a rhyme? I thought you were doing like a Christmas carol.
No. Late one night, the man came in. Your dick was in his hands. What a sin. He'd burst into the stall, look you right in the eyes, just start grabbing your dick. He was a mute. He couldn't even talk.
Not I.
And you'd say... The Dick Grabber, they knew him as. And he loved grabbing dicks so much that when there wasn't a dick to grab, he would go out and find one. At one point, he found an 80-year-old man simply loitering outside of a restroom and said, that is a dick I would like to grab, and grabbed this 80-year-old man and dragged him in there.
Oh,
held him down. Just grabbed his dick.
Did he get the dick of the 80-year-old man?
He grabbed the dick.
Oh, my God.
I don't know if he tried to jerk these men to completion or if he... I think he just liked the feel of it.
Now, that would be weird.
Yeah.
Well, apparently...
All right, just grab my dick.
After
Whatever,
months
man.
of serial dick grabbing, finally the 80-year-old man being dragged kicking and screaming into the stall was a bit too much for local folk who chased him across the highway. Cops chased him for 80 miles until he finally ran out of gas. The thing is, as they were trying to arrest him, he was still grabbing the dicks of the cops, getting his hand on everything. They put him in the back of the cop car. He's grabbing his own dick.
By God, he's insatiable.
And that was the mayor of Detroit, actually, they found out.
Sounds kind of like a public service. I think there's a bunch of guys who'd like to have their dick grabbed in a bathroom.
Yeah.
Was released on his own
Who
record.
doesn't like to have their dick grabbed?
I know. It's like, well, you go to the trough, and you're at the baseball game, and you're going to piss in the trough, and some guy comes up like, let me hold that for you.
He was just helping out.
No, but I appreciate it.
I'm letting him.
I can still drink my White Claw when that happens. It's great.
Well,
yeah, I drank that one White Claw. Now I want my dick grabbed by men all the time.
Tommy Dick Grabber is safely behind bars, but they say if he is released, he will strike again. There is no stopping him.
I'm going to bring my creep, and my creep is a guy that I knew very well. I graduated with him. We played on a soccer team together. We went to Europe together to play soccer.
Hold on.
Is this Wicket talking or Carl?
No, this is me.
Carl,
what position did you play, Carl?
Yeah, how the fuck did you play soccer?
Did you play right defense?
I was midfield.
Ah, come on. No, you weren't.
He's on a club team.
He actually has spikes on the bottom of his feet.
What were we going to say, Vinny? You were trying to cut me off there.
No, I just want to find out how the fuck you fit your foot into a cleat.
Oh, okay. So you also had club-footed jokes.
Carl.
Okay. I get it. Very funny stuff, guys. All right, so my creep is a guy named Lance Mitchell. Now, Lance Mitchell, just a couple of years ago, decided to murder his stepfather and then burn him alive. Not burn him alive. That's actually very different.
You can't murder him and burn him alive.
Yes, correct. He murdered his stepfather and then burned him in a fire pit.
Okay.
And he just recently pled guilty to manslaughter. In fact, just this Tuesday, he pled guilty to manslaughter. So, Lance Mitchell admitted the role in the death of William Mason, who was reported missing from his home on Westridge Road on May 26, 2021. Mason's remains were later found in a fire pit on his property. Sue Hickey said She's known since day one that Mitchell killed her brother. Now, Sue Hickey was my next door neighbor growing up. She still lives next to my parents. You guys know Sue Hickey. My brother knows Sue Hickey. Her brother was murdered by a guy I went to high school with.
Nice.
Now you have something to talk to your neighbors about.
So wait, no, he wasn't murdered. He was manslaughtered.
Well, I know. He pled guilty to manslaughter, but listen to this. So Sue says, I think it's good to finally have some closure. We knew right from the start that he did it. He could have saved us a lot of anguish, his family anguish, if he had told us right up front that he did it then. Or he could have not murdered your brother, which also would have saved you some anguish, Sue. I'm just throwing that out there. I know this is horrific and all. But anyway, the former...
You know this guy? You know this guy?
I know this guy. So this is what's funny about him. So he murdered his stepfather. His actual father was such a prick. He would stand on the sidelines when we were playing soccer and just yell things like, "You're playing like a girl, Lance! Hey, Lance, stop playing like a girl!" And I swear to God, that's going to take its toll after a while.
Shocker.
Yeah.
You're playing like a girl?
All the time.
Like Red Dragon level child abuse? Jesus Christ.
I thought girls were good at soccer. I didn't realize that was a problem.
You're right.
The former Air Force paratrooper said during an argument with Mason, his military training kicked in and he broke his stepfather's neck from behind.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's kind of cool, actually.
You always want to know if that works,
Wait, how's
right?
he a
Like you see,
That's
like if
sick.
I had to break a guy's neck from behind, could I do it?
Did I snap your neck like a girl?
Dude, if he jacked
This guy wants so
Ryan
many
snapped a
Chuck
guy's neck, that's not a creep. That's like fucking badass.
That's badass, man. Carl, you know this badass, bad dude.
I mean,
That's awesome,
did he
man.
rape his dad before he burned him? That's
This guy
creepy.
sounds cool.
Otherwise,
It's not the cool off.
Yeah, this is the cool off.
This guy's like the most popular guy in prison right now. What'd you do? I broke a man's neck like Chuck Norris.
Stroke.
If he could go back and take those seconds back in his life, he would 100% do that, said his attorney, Frank Ciardi, who I also graduated with. That's how small of a town I'm from. His attorney I graduated with, the victim's sister lived next door to me. And that's my creep. And actually, Lance's sister, Dawn, who I also went to high school with, was charged with evidence tampering and concealing a corpse because she helped Lance put him in the bonfire that they cooked him in. So that's my creep, Lance Mitchell, my buddy from high school I played soccer with.
Okay, so Carl fails because he found a guy who committed the ultimate act of masculinity, killing your own father. Which is just badass, dude. I mean, we all fantasize. Oh,
Hey,
stepfather? All right, fair enough.
That makes his mother his wife now. Technically.
Yeah. Hey, Carl, how awkward is the high school reunion when you go back and you're like, what do you do? And the guy's like, oh, I'm a high-profile criminal defense attorney. I represent murderers and stuff. And you're like, I have a podcast.
Yeah, but at least I don't fail at my podcast. Because that's the funny thing is that he pled guilty. I don't think that's a great attorney, I'm going to be honest with you.
You know,
He kept
I read
the dangerous
that story,
neck breaker off the street, Carl.
and the lawyer said the
And took
reason
his
he
money.
pled guilty was because it was in his, quote, best interest.
Should we vote on these?
Yeah, let's,
Okay.
Carl, you want to lead the vote? Or you want me to lead the vote?
You do it, Benny.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here's what I want you to do. I want you to take a second, think about the creeps that have been presented. I'm going to mention their names. Only clap for the one that you think is the creepiest. We are playing for braggers' rights tonight. Do you think Carl's creep was the creepiest?
Boo! No! Boo!
Fuck up, No, that guy's awesome.
He was cool and based.
That guy was cool and based and sweet.
All right, the man who grabbed an 80-year-old
The Detroit dick grabber! Yeah!
It's normal behavior.
If you don't vote for him,
It's cool
he's
to get your
coming
dick
tonight.
grabbed.
Not
It's
cool.
cool sometimes. It's
No.
cool sometimes.
The 60-year-old Batman who got 70 women to click on links so he can look at their boobs.
Looking at naked chicks isn't creepy.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Yeah.
All right, or the chicken killer.
He should have had sex with them. I'd have a better chance.
I think so too. Did you want me to make that up for you? Or were we supposed to just make up shit? Okay.
Yeah, we should.
How about
he also fucked the chickens? There we go. Yes, I got one more.
The dick grabber fucked more chickens than the chicken fucker.
All right. How about a guy who threw his own kid at a wall 5 times?
Boo! He cheated. He gave himself the best one. That's not fair.
You dick stack.
You gave yourself the fucking deck.
You dumb fuck.
Oh.
You sandbagging Italian piece of shit.
I'm gonna give you a dick grabber and keep the baby killer for myself. Bullshit.
Oh, my guy killed chickens. What did your guys do? He killed his own baby.
Excelsior, true believers.
Congratulations, Vinny. You won your own game. Good job, buddy.
Way to go.
Does that mean I could go home now?
Yes.
It's like that Ben Stein show.
All right, we've got problems.
Oh, no, we're actually doing a crossover.
Wait, we're doing a thing first.
We're doing a crossover, and then we're doing
shit,
problems.
Okay, all right.
I'm sorry.
Go. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. All your very important problems like Jews and Jews will have to wait. Thank you so much.
I like that.
You guys are killing it. That's not all the Jew cards.
I told
There's
you
like
guys
10 of them.
not to put Jews.
Yeah, okay. One of you put Israel. Still the same thing. Not, come on, motherfuckers.
No, that's different.
No,
That's
well,
different.
all right, fine.
Hey, if we're playing the match game, I got one too.
The Wailing Wall just got 10 feet higher.
We could not do match game because we would all say Jews every single time. It would not.
Oh, we missed one.
We missed one. Okay, I don't think we have enough of these.
I don't have Jews. I just have Yudon, I think.
Yeah, we'll get to these shortly, but
okay.
Thank God we took the bucket away from these animals.
Oh my God.
Mom?
It's a model fucking woman right there.
Model T?
Yeah. Did you see the
Hey, Carl, save that 50%
is no longer
off
the
for me.
sexiest woman alive? Ashley Graham is.
Who's that?
Ashley Graham. Her name is the beginning of Graham Cracker.
Yeah.
Hey, Nick, put some fucking headphones on. I'm starting the next segment. You gotta put your headphones
You have to be able to hear the clips.
There's a theme song being played right now, sir.
I don't understand clips in preparation.
I know, obviously. I know this is throwing a lot of people off on this stage. Guys, it is time for what you all came here for, hopefully. The Who Are These Podcasts, The Dick Show crossover events.
I have to say,
Well, who's supposed to be on and who's not?
Yeah!
whatever you're unlocking it in that, I don't want to unlock it.
Unlock it.
How does it get worse?
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start off with the Fat Lip Podcast and my gal Ash. She's going to be showing off some clothing for us here, and then we'll get into her podcast. But I just want everyone to understand what's going on. I just hope there are enough pixels on this projector to see all of her. I'm not sure how this is going to go.
Hey, Ash here, one of your fit guides with Superfit Hero. I am an Infinifit, which is the 7X. And today I'm showing you a brand new colorway in the Superhold material. So I am wearing the pocket bike shorts and the sports bra, both in the new color charcoal. And I just love this color. It's so cute and it's like such a nice neutral. And it just looks so nice, right?
No!
Nice and cool.
By the way, that camera is 50 yards away.
It's like a melting ham with a built-in couch.
Texas. And you can just throw a dress or a long t-shirt over and go out the door. Dog loves it too. This material is so smooth.
I think that dog just fell out of her.
To move around in. I can play with my dog and he also enjoys them and we have a great time. I love these. Again, I'm Ash with Superfit Hero. I'm an Infinifit and thanks for watching.
So she turned Infinifat into Infinifit.
That's really insulting.
How does that work?
He's not fit on any level.
No.
That's horrifying.
The colorway is very impressive.
Hey, I'm Ash with Superfit Hero.
Hi, Ash.
And I am an Infinifit.
Oh.
Great name, by the way.
No, it's not.
And I wanted to tell you today about some of the things that I love
Please
about
don't.
these Super Hold pieces.
Oh, God.
Super hold.
The first thing is the coverage in the underarm. I hate when a sports bra cuts me right in half there, but these come out nice and high. I also
When you
love
cut you in
policy-
half, you'd still be two fat chicks.
She goes, I also love these pockets. Which ones? They're all over your body.
They hold a whole turkey each.
I got my keys in my back. I got my wallet in my thigh.
I mean, how could you not buy this material, though? I mean, I don't know what NASA engineer could stretch that over anything without it ripping, but they should use it for netting to keep the Chinese workers at Foxconn from jumping off the building.
Nick, it's so stretchy that if they jumped down, it would propel them into space. The rebound.
No, they would just look down and remember that video of a fat lady. Like, well, at least my life's not that bad. I don't want to kill myself.
I will say I have something in common with her. I wore black also because it is slimming.
Same.
If you're 700 pounds, do you wear a sports bra? Like, is it still a sports bra?
Are you allowed to call it a sports bra at that point?
Intramurals bra. At best.
It's the perfect place to stash my phone when I'm moving around. And I love
When I'm moving around, when does that happen?
I really don't understand how she can do this video because she's like 600 pounds. It'll be like me holding a piano and doing a YouTube video, right?
All right. So let's get into her podcast, Fat Lip. And on this episode of Fat Lip, she is talking about the show My 600-Pound Life. Anyone ever seen My 600-Pound Life?
Yes.
Great show, right?
She call them amateurs.
Yeah. So, Ash is so fat, she can't even finish her sentence while podcasting. And then she gets winded. Listen to this.
Hello, and welcome to The Fat Lip, the podcast for fat people about fat. I am your fat host, Ash. And
by fat people for fat. That's too many syllables.
That's too much.
That's not going to make it. All right.
Is there a podcast not by fat people for fat people? This show?
Possibly.
Has she ever mentioned like, hey, I'm dieting or anything of that?
No, she hates dieting.
Yeah.
She thinks it's terrible. So she thinks that even thinking about the show, My 600-Pound Life, makes her feel very tired.
I have been dodging this topic for 4 years. The truth is that even thinking about writing this makes me feel very tired. It's a big, complicated issue.
I don't think that's what's making her tired.
What's the issue that she's talking about?
Oh, wow.
Being fat?
The issue is that this reality show is telling obese people they should lose weight.
Oh.
It's a big no-no.
Those bastards.
In her world.
Yeah.
So I don't know why she said it's a complicated issue. It's not calculus. You're morbidly obese and it's bad for you.
Yeah.
And you probably shouldn't be anymore. So she's upset because she thinks the show profits from fear of fatness.
It profits off of its audience's fear of fatness and disability, and that's not even touching what it does to the actual fat people it profiles.
No one's afraid of becoming 600 pounds. Well, maybe Vito is.
A little bit.
Maybe.
I just started the Ozempic. We're going to be good.
All right.
He's afraid of trimming down to that.
Yeah.
She's like, it profits from fear of fatness. No, we think it's hilarious. It's not a fear.
Her stomach ate her vagina. Like,
she went down on herself without going down. It's very impressive.
See, I kind of want this to catch on, though, because I want a reality show where there's a bunch of fat people, and then a lady tells them, you should eat more food.
Yes.
Don't worry.
Beautiful.
You'll get that.
I want that. Yeah, I think we're going to get that show.
We're losing.
All right, so let's find out why not contestants, I mean, it's a reality show, why they go on this show.
The people who appear on the show have applied to participate because they have become overwhelmed by their circumstances and are looking for help.
To say that people go on a reality show because they're looking for help, that's like saying people go on The Bachelor looking for love. No, they just want to be on television. They're not looking for help. If they wanted help, they'd go to their doctor, not a reality TV show on TLC.
Well, maybe they get a little boost.
What show is this?
It's a show where big fatties.
She's criticizing My 600 Pound Life.
She wrote an essay about it.
Like the greatest show with Dr. No.
Yeah, Dr. No.
Who's like the luckiest doctor in the world.
The guy who always knows you're lying to him because you've gained 14 pounds in the last month.
I don't know what happened.
His accent is fake, too.
Is it?
Yeah, he says that just so we can say funny shit about fat people. He fakes an accent.
Why did you figure that out?
Right
You're
away,
jealous.
I knew it right. Yeah,
You're jealous.
Yes, I am very jealous of Dr. No.
All right.
We should find fat women and just tell them it's a new reality show. We have Dr. Masterson.
Yeah, and I'll bring you in. We'll give you the fat surgery. You just have to come in
for a consultation.
like 3 weeks. And I say, no, you're too fat. You're too fat. Come back. And then they beg. And I said, we never give them the fat surgery, though, obviously. They just quit coming in because they're too fat.
You have to have a plate of donuts in the entryway, waiting for them, like, don't touch it.
Don't throw it at them.
Don't touch it.
Coming in and out.
All right, so guys, here's the big reveal. Ash was asked to participate in the show.
What?
Yes.
But something happened a couple weeks ago. I got an email from a casting office. Date Thursday, March 5th, 2020 to ash@thefatlip.com. Subject, My 600 Pound Life Opportunity. Hi, Ash. My name is Gabe. I'm a casting assistant working with TLC on their compelling docuseries, My 600 Pound Life.
So they actually found her on the internet and said, she should probably go on this show. She's enormous.
It's a compelling docuseries.
Isn't it kind of embarrassing that most people probably apply to be on the show and she was actively scouted for being a big, fat piece of shit?
By the way, if someone reached out to me and said, we have a show called Toothiest Podcasters, I would keep it to myself.
We have a show called Big, Stupid, Fat Loser Moron. And you, Vito, came up. Oh, wow.
Yeah, keep that shit to yourself.
Fantastic.
And you have to shower in the show. We have to get a shot of you showering with a scrub brush in the show.
I would watch that. All right, so let's see what her reading skills are like. We know that she's fat, but is she also stupid?
Each episode follows the lives of real people as they embark on a road to better health and make the courageous decision to change their world forever.
Even her tongue is fat. So the fact that they reached out to her and said, hey, do you want to be on this reality show? Was devastating.
Apparently, at least one of these casting assistants, and I suspect all of them based on the people who seem to have been targeted, went right through the Infinifat hashtags and hit up anyone who appeared to be in the right weight range. When I heard this, I was both absolutely indignant and utterly devastated.
So she created this hashtag, Infinifat, and now this show is using it
to troll.
She helped create the Scarlet Letter for her own people.
To recruit contestants, and she's like, I can't believe they would do this. Why? Of course they would do that.
You created a way to easily identify fat morons we can monetize? Thank you.
Infinifat is the best fat insult that she could, like, it was beautiful.
Right. All right,
it implies that there's no end to how fat.
How fat are you? All of it.
Infinifat.
All the time. An incalculable number that you can't fathom.
How many sizes you got? It's like the rebel without a cause, right? Fat. What are you rebelling? What are you fatting against? How many sizes you got?
I'm so fat buffets close when I'm in adjacent states.
So, all right, listen to this. This is funny.
Many of us still have a tenuous grasp of body acceptance and of the way our bodies look and move. Many of us would not be able to post those photos without seeing their peers doing the same.
So she's brainwashing fat women to take pride in their body shape, and these people are undoing it all.
Brainwashing.
Oh, they're undoing it.
Fat women needed a lot of brainwashing to trick them into posting their fat asses online every day.
They're beautiful in any
Damn you,
size,
Disney!
All right, so listen. This is not that your friends and family think that you need the surgery. They're just being assholes.
I can personally vouch for how unbearable the constant pressure to do this feels. Doctors insist that it is a necessity. Family and acquaintances suggested in passing as if I, a 600-pound person in this world, have somehow never heard of it.
They know you've heard of it They just want to tell you to look into it. is the whole thing there. It's like, I know that there's orthodontists. You don't have to tell me they exist. I'm familiar with the concept. But this weight loss surgery that she's referring to, there just aren't any studies out there to tell us if it works or not.
Long-term studies about the actual effectiveness of weight loss surgeries are incredibly limited.
So basically she's saying there's just no evidence that it works.
We don't know that it works. I mean, everybody loses a shit ton of weight, but like, that could be anything.
Well, the no evidence thing, that's like, there's no evidence that COVID-19 came from a lab. Yeah, but it did. I mean, how much evidence do you need?
Let's not get political,
whoops.
Carl. Come on.
Oopsie. Is this cool in Philly? Could
Stop
you say that?
Asian hate, Carl.
All right.
The Chinese want to eat bats. How can we stop them?
So this is hilarious because she's talking about how a lot of times the people who get this weight loss surgery put the weight back on. And guess whose fault that is? Not the people who put the weight back on.
Doctors are quick to assert that those who have been unsuccessful or who experience major complications are themselves at fault, either for not maintaining their strict red nutrient deficient, red starvation diets, or...
Did she just say that obese people are at risk of starvation? These diets, we're going to starve to death. No, I think you'll be fine.
Yeah, they do love that.
Yeah.
Like eating like a normal person to them is just like eating whatever you want all the time. Whenever you're hungry.
It is always crazy when they go, I have the same diet as anyone else. 6 Krispy Kreme donuts in the morning.
Yeah,
like literally,
right,
the
we all
list
do
of
that.
shit they eat, you're like, oh my God.
I just want to know if that's happening. Are people getting the weight loss surgery and then following the diet and then starving to death? Has that ever happened one time?
It happens all the time.
Okay, it does. All
Big
right.
fat women in the street, dead, starved to death.
You live near Skid Row. I guess you would know what's going on. So, I have a news flash for Ash.
The producers and doctors tell you, the 600-pound person being recruited by Gabe, the casting assistant, that if you don't commit yourself to this journey and ultimately undergo this surgery, that you will die, unequivocally.
You will die.
Yeah.
We all die. We all die.
You'll only die if you keep eating and rupture the sutures on your fucking small stomach. Like, that's why you die, because you can't stop shoving food into their gullet.
You think that's bad for them?
No.
Oh, okay.
I think it's good for the earth.
I think it's great.
Beautiful at any size, Nick.
This clip right here cracked me up.
These compassionate heroes will save your life for the low, low price of your actual human dignity. I don't think I need to say how all kinds of fucked up that is.
She is saying that people who are 600 pounds have dignity? Is that possible?
That's the only thing that...
Again, there's nothing dignified about eating 12 Jimmy John breakfast sausage sandwiches every morning.
Dignity doesn't have enough letters to describe fat people.
So again, this is my last clip on here. This is what she thinks people are thinking when they see people who are 600 pounds.
Above all, we feel your deep-seated fear that we might be your future.
I have never once thought that I might be 600 pounds someday. Now, could I lose a few lbs? Yes. Will I get to 600? No.
Dude, I'm like a big fat idiot, and I still look at these people and I go, oh man, I could never be that
Yeah,
dumb.
how the fuck do you pull that off?
I couldn't eat that much if I wanted. Dude, it would be really hard to eat that much.
It's expensive.
Yeah.
Also, you need to be able to drive a car to get to the fast food restaurant.
That's the thing that's confusing about it is like none of these people have jobs, so I'm like, who's buying?
They have
It's always like their
feeders.
mom and dad
There's
are buying.
guys like feeding them shit.
I had a girlfriend who was a feeder.
Null does that.
Really?
Yeah, but I found out years later.
How'd you find out?
She said, remember how I was a big fat piece of shit? She's like, I'm like, yeah. She's like, I found out later I get off on it.
Size of these.
And I'm like, all right.
What would she do? Where'd you meet her?
I just met her normally, but then like she was like, I feel so gross about my body, and I told her, well, there's like online communities that think fat chicks are hot, and then she like went online and found it, and then she found all these guys who wanted to pay her to eat food, and I kind of ruined her life, I think, by telling her about these communities.
All right, guys. She put up a video of her trying to climb up her stairs to her bedroom.
Let's go.
Play
Well,
it
she
again.
naked, folks.
Oh, play it again, Dick. This goes on for a while.
Give me that NFL.
It's like a normal man climbing Everest.
It takes her a minute. Uh-oh, what happened to my browser? Why did it do that? My computer sucks. Here we go.
Fucking music.
Go, 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 go.
She could go all the way.
And here she goes to the 50, to the 49, to the 48, to the 47, to the 40.
She's back to the 48. Okay, you're losing ground here. That's going to be a safety, folks.
Use your hands, you fat bitch.
Is she crawling up the stairs?
Well, to be fair, she doesn't have a rope toe at the fucking
You should have played
ski
this
hill.
first.
You can do it. You got. Oh, oh.
I forgot to lock the door. Shit! Someone might come in and rape me.
She's not there yet. She's still going.
I wouldn't even rape you.
Isn't this the point where you go, okay, maybe there's a problem here?
If you need a Jeep with a winch to walk up the fucking stairs, stop eating. Oh my.
Cut your tits off for fuck's sake.
Does she have to take a break? She's like, oh God, I need to rest here at this landing.
Is polka dot like a unflattering size? For
Those aren't polka dots. That's the pixels stretched out over her shirt. That's interpolation.
She did it, folks. She did it. I believe I can fly.
She's gonna reward herself with a whole lamb.
Yeah, baby.
What a trooper, folks.
That jacket has to be drenched.
Butter?
God.
The determination and drive seen here today.
Is that like a Slimming Bangs haircut that they get?
Don't you get an apartment without stairs at this point?
Yes!
You go, you know what?
It's called a ranch.
When your double chin is a neck brace,
Should have
it's
got
a warning
single
sign.
floor home.
Let's get a field where everything's downhill. Roll over.
Yeah, just roll into your house.
I use these bangs to block out the sun.
I believe it. Wow. The determination on this woman.
She lost 4 pounds doing this and gained 8 afterwards. Jesus.
Does she do that every day?
No, she does this once a month for her live stream.
All right.
What a trooper.
I think we've laughed at fat women enough. Let's do real.
It's time to find the biggest problem in the universe.
Let's do that, yes.
All right. I have a biggest problem in the universe right here.
And it's Jews. Oh, wait, no.
It's too small of condoms from Todd. Who wrote that? You? You
small
definitely do not suffer from, you have never had too small of a condom in your fucking life. What are you talking about, too small of condoms? Why, is it too tight on your, on what?
His boyfriend.
On your head? This is a Tanner setup? You gay asshole? You fucking, how big is his cock? How big is his cock? It's not that big. It's not a fucking fish that got away. What are you talking about? How big is it? How big is it?
Get it out.
This big?
Get it out.
Get your dick out. Get your dick out right now. There's no fucking way you have too tight a
Ladies and
condom.
gentlemen, let's see that dick. Yeah!
Producer Chris knows we're in Philly.
What a massive dick we've got.
I don't think it's the condom. I think it's the guy's ass that you're putting your dick in that's too tight.
We support the LGBT community.
How big is your dick for real?
What a dick.
Thank you, Carl.
What did you say? What did he say, Manny? Translate it for me. How, nine and a half. What? That's not how tight it gets.
Are you a boner guy?
My shirt could be 9 feet long. It's gonna get any tighter.
Too small of condoms. Guys, what do we think? Is it the biggest problem in the universe? No. Fuck you.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, I got Jews, Israel.
He really does.
I literally, there's like 10.
You know when they're right, they're right.
Wait, the next one was rap skits.
Yeah, rap skits. Great problem. Not enough Jewish influence on our young women. I don't know what that's about. At least some of the Jewish ones are creative in the problems with the Jewish
random,
community.
by the way.
He did not. Just hand me the Jew cards. It's just, there's enough of them.
I would have done that if I had known.
All right, here's the real problem. Is Tony not eating the damn chocolate? Tony from Act the Movies, force him to eat drugs, everyone. Let's do it.
I think that's illegal.
Is it? I think it's illegal to make a man pull out his penis at a live show.
Good point.
I don't think we're...
I want to see that dick.
Maybe you're the dick grabber.
Carl, you have some cards as well, don't forget.
Oh, I didn't know. All right.
There you are.
Kids crying on airplanes.
We're
That is the biggest problem.
Matata
That's
at
a good
9.5 inches. Okay.
You're culturally appropriating that penis, sir.
Kids crying on airplanes.
You're going to need to give it back to a man with dreadlocks.
Having an auditorium of fans and no shirt merch.
Well, that's Tony's fault.
Okay.
People who didn't bring
I'm
shirts
actually
are gay.
pissed that you drew those shirts because I'm like, fuck, that's a banger, man. That's a good ass shirt. Now
Those
I'm
are
gonna
limited
buy
edition.
that
Mint Salad
shit.
drew on those.
How about white people?
Boo.
Finally.
Manny, did you write that, you piece of shit?
Yeah. We know who wrote
You're
that
the only one who would have wrote that one.
One guy. There's always one.
What do you got?
Okay, hold on.
I got Foxy merch ladies from Mr. Meatball.
How's that a problem?
That's not a problem.
Because they can sell your shirt.
Yeah, exactly. They can sell even my shit. How about Carl's autistic schedule? Now that is a pretty good problem.
Hey, that was mine.
Carl, you schedule a lot.
I did too much.
Yeah, you did.
Too much.
I asked Carl, I was like, hey, do you have PowerPoint on your computer that I could run? He goes like, what are you talking about? Yeah, obviously.
He wasn't sure if I had Microsoft Office. Yes, I do.
He texted me this complicated schedule with timestamps, and I'm like, I'm just a bit player here, man. Someone's just gonna drag me on stage.
I'm just going to show up and let people boo me. So I have no time for schedules. Thank you. Your hatred makes me stronger.
You have cards? Yeah. What do you got? What do you got?
I've got live podcasts.
Yay.
I also have
wrote that?
live podcasts. So
that?
fuck you people.
Who wrote that? You two guys? Fight to the death.
Yeah, kill yourselves.
The winner gets to be a permanent co-host of my show.
There's a third. I
Hey.
have live podcasts and men.
Oh.
And you, the third guy, also, you fight. Also to the death.
Tough crowd.
I have no live show calls to prayer.
We're not doing a call to prayer.
Wait, we're
It's
not-
happening. No. God fucking damn it.
Is this where we get to 9/11 Philadelphia?
Yes! The city of Philadelphia will fall before my Charizard's VMAX.
Hold on, I'm calling the Saudi royal family. 1 second. Shit!
Well, Dick searches for the call to prayer. What a great problem. Normally you got to give us $50. I hope whoever put that problem in bought some fucking merch.
And there was much rejoicing.
What are you finding?
Here we go, yeah.
Here we fucking go.
Bundle and save.
Please pause for this ad for Liberty Mutual.
Imagine not having YouTube Premium.
Yeah, give it to me. Give me that money.
Hey, call to prayer. Now that goes to me.
Please clap. Please clap. Please clap.
Please clap.
Vito, you wouldn't have dropped that if it was French fries.
Philadelphia! Philadelphia Regals. But you have no Pokemon cards. Not one of you. How many of you have magic cards?
This is the worst bit.
Magic card, magic card, magic card. No Pokemon card at all. You have creeps, chicken fuckers, man with high school creep, father murdering soccer player, 0 Pokemon cards.
Magic is a superior
literally drive you crazy.
All right.
That's our call to prayer. Inshallah, folks.
Inshallah.
Praise Allah. 72 versions to all of you.
All right, I have one here. It says, hot girls who refuse to post any cleavage in their pics. That is not a thing. If a girl is hot and she's not posting cleavage, she's probably not that hot. I've never seen a hot girl not post cleavage pics. I call bullshit.
God, I love cleavage.
I don't know what this one means. The broken window fallacy, but veto.
Yeah, exactly. Totally, I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
It's totally true. It's totally
Bullshit.
true. It's totally true. You can't put your finger on it, but it's veto.
It's not me.
3-hour-long movies. For fuck's sake.
It's a little long.
What about 4-hour-long podcasts?
No, those are fine.
Yeah. No, this is good.
You shut your fucking mouth, Dick.
Pedophile virtue signaling.
What the fuck does that mean?
Wait,
why did you so instantly react to that?
Because I assume every pedophile-related problem is a dig at me for some reason. The fragility of genes. What does that even fucking mean?
Fat people know.
Wait, what is that? The fragility
The fragility of genes.
Yeah.
How fat?
Who's suffering from genes falling apart? Oh, man.
Whose pants disintegrated here?
Yeah. Dick, this is one for you. Not enough criminalized sobriety tank tops.
Sorry.
Who gives a shit?
I'll draw some up after the
This
show.
is, guys, come on. You got to be a little bit. People are petty. What are you fucking retarded? This is stupid. Give me a real problem. Like the Jews. No. And of course, veto doesn't get enough credit.
Bullshit.
We know it. It's true.
That's your handwriting.
It's not my handwriting. It's from a fan. They love me, and they know I need to be respected on the show more.
What you got?
What do we got?
Oh, groups of 3 or more at the gym. What a pain in the ass that is.
Wait, what? Groups?
Yeah.
Who wrote that? Who wrote that? There's groups of 3 or how many more?
Back there.
Yeah, what do you mean there's groups of 3 or more at the gym?
That doesn't make any sense, Rick.
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
You sure it's the gym and not the gay bar?
Oh, the Gaim, sorry. Gotcha. That feeling of self-disappointment after jerking off.
Masturbate.
Also spelling. Spelling is a problem on that one.
Why is this written like a serial killer? Who wrote this?
What are you jerking off to is my question.
You wrote this, Medicare guy? Oh no, you're just bowing your head in a weird way. Who wrote it?
Disappointed!
Confess. You wrote it. How often are you jerking off? How often are you jerking off?
Every day, Dick.
Once a day? Every day.
Just once? If you're disappointed, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, you shouldn't feel this way.
That's a you problem.
Buy a mirror and give yourself a little self-affirmation afterwards.
Do
You
some
are
bicep
beautiful.
curl. Like get.
I don't know if I've ever felt like disappointed. It
Get
was like,
confident, stupid.
All right, you could have done something better than that. Don't disappoint yourself. There's plenty of other people to disappoint.
Yeah, there's enough people hard on men. You don't have to do that to you.
Yeah.
I have e-thoughts keep following me online for my time and money.
Who is that?
Wait, who's e-thoughts are following you? You?
Why?
You're being catfished?
E-thoughts are following you? Why? Come here. Come up here. Get up here. It's not you?
It doesn't make sense. It goes against the universe.
What do you guys think about Punjabi customer support? That's a pretty good one, I'm not gonna lie. I keep getting these spam calls from a guy going, I heard you have a mortgage that could be, and I I can't get him to stop calling me, so I just keep him on the phone for a long time.
I have been seeing and I love it.
I'm like, maybe I keep this guy on the phone for 20 minutes and then eventually tell him to go kill himself and his whole family. He'll be like, all right, I'll put that guy on Do Not Call. But mostly I just end up screaming at
trying to spread your
Indian
poison
people.
to that guy, like who's just has a job and stuff.
Yeah. He goes like, what's your name? What's your address? How old are you? And I'm like, yeah, my name's Bob. I'm 60, and I hope you and your whole fucking family die. Stop calling me.
Home run, call me a home run.
I don't think it works. I can't get him to stop.
Stepping in broken glass? Who's that?
Oh shit, Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
Who stepped in
Who is
broken
that?
glass?
Why is it so like
Our
hard
audience,
to
like,
remember what you wrote on these cards? No? Nobody? All right.
I need to speak, but I have a stammer.
Who's got a stammer?
Yeah, tell us all about it for 20 minutes.
No? Nobody wants to fake like they have a stammer?
How long are these microphone cords?
I believe they're 25 feet, Vito, if you want to stretch them out.
I want to go out in the audience. I want to get some on the fly.
Yeah. All right.
Biggest problem.
All right.
We also have, all right, get out there.
Here's a curious one. John Faggins, Josie Dam ATW. Some kind of zodiac sign.
Is Ted
How are you
Cruz
guys?
here?
How are you guys feeling about Fish Tank? What do you think? Josie stands? Yeah. Damnation? Who's Damnation? No. What about John Sales? Yeah. Wait a minute. I wanted to. John, you're all John. John. What do you think? You like John too, Carl, right?
I'm all in.
John, right? John, you pro John, right?
All right, I can put him to task now, Dick. Do we have any other problems? Sir. Fuck you. All right, live show. What is the biggest problem in the universe? You. My small penis is what he said. Fuck you. All right. Who's got one? This guy. What is the biggest problem in the universe?
I'm stealing one from an old show way back in the day. Bicyclers.
Yeah. Panel. What do you think?
Fuck bicyclers.
Why
you riding home on a bike too?
Hold on, we got one over here. We got Tanner.
Skin tight biker clothes.
Hello, you faggots.
Tanner wins!
The biggest problem in the universe is being the executor of an estate. It fucking sucks, and you don't get enough money out of it.
Sister.
Amen to that.
That sounded real.
Tanner, is that what you call a guy's asshole? I'm gonna execute this estate. Yeah.
I don't think this microphone cord is that long. You have to come to me. Come over here. Come on, make a line, make a line. The biggest problem in the universe. Panel, what do we got? Sir, what's your name?
Bert, also purple.
Purple is here. Purple, what is the biggest problem in the universe?
Tony not eating the fucking edibles.
It's a good point.
Eat those edibles, Tony.
Yeah, Tony.
All right, we got it.
Yeah,
Sir, what's your name?
My name's John.
And John, what is the biggest problem in the universe?
Big government as represented by homeowners associations.
Nice.
Dick, I mean, that's the perfect libertarian government, the homeowners association. We all know it.
Very small government. Very few people there.
Okay, hold on one sec. Miss, what is your name?
Sandy.
Sandy, beautiful Sandy. Let's hear it for her, folks.
Big shout out to the 4 women in the audience.
What is your phone number? No, what is the biggest problem in the universe?
Having to work in corporate America and wear hearing aids.
Having to work in corporate America and wear a hearing aid.
That's very specific.
I think we all identify with that, folks.
Very
Every day of my life, I'm thinking about that. Thank you, Sandy. Sir, what is your name?
I'm Gabriel.
And Gabriel, What is the biggest problem in the universe?
Is your last name Athhouse?
Yeah. No, not at all. Not Gabriel Athhouse.
No, it's the sink in the men's bathroom. It's horrible. But it's also piss driblets!
Piss driblets! Yes!
Yeah.
Carl, how much more time we got here?
I got to piss. Speaking of that.
We're out of time.
We're out of time.
Let's do a couple more, and then I want to bring Hannah up to read some reviews.
All right, we got a couple more.
We'll
Sir, what's your name?
I'm Hi Guys on the Discord.
You're what on the Discord?
I'm Hi Guys.
Hi, Daz. And Hi, Daz, what is the biggest problem in the universe?
Lolly.
Vito's only jokes being about pedophiles.
No, they aren't. Fuck you.
You can't. He's not a kid.
All right. Go kill yourself. Sir, what is your name?
Brian.
Brian, what's the biggest problem in the universe?
When my dogs lose their shit at absolutely nothing at the front door.
Who lost their shit?
My dogs.
Your dogs losing their This is a terrible segment. Get out of here. What the fuck is this?
You're garbage.
Can we get something relatable? Are any of you people human?
One more, Vito. One more.
Hold on. All right. This guy's very enthusiastic.
Last biggest problem.
The biggest problem is not riding your bike. Let's be honest. Come on.
What?
I'll ride the bike.
All right, that can't be the last one. One more. We got one more. We got another better one than that.
Can we get one that doesn't want to have sex with men?
I don't know who to pick. Oh my God. This guy's been waiting. Sir, what's your name?
My name is Kevin.
Kevin, please have a good problem. What is the biggest problem in the universe?
CIA glow agents ruin
fucking glowies! Yeah! Let's retake America!
Wow.
Well, guys.
All right. And with that,
I win here and I win there.
you thought that Manny's performance was done for the night, but it is not.
Yeah!
I'm Manny Mustard. Just wanted to welcome you to the WATP.
Am I giving him the mic?
No, this is his song. We're bringing Hannah up.
Sing along.
I'm just a dabbler, looking for a partner, someone who knows how to read with great big massages. Tell me about your father. Are you a natural redhead? I only wrote this song so I could get head. Hey Hannah, you like acid? I can supply it. Plus my fat already lives.
Manny, everybody!
He remembered his song. Where's Hannah? Get up here, Hannah. Where did she go? She getting lost? Oh, Tony's bringing her. All right. She needed an escort. Hannah, the review girl, everybody. Let's hear it for her. Came all the way from Charlotte, North Carolina to be here. Now, you're going to read reviews from The Dick Show and Who Are These Podcasts, right?
I was thinking that I would do that if Dick's into that type of thing.
No, I'm not. I don't want reviews of me. Fuck you.
Too bad.
Even if they're good?
No.
Hey, Dick, I know you haven't been at UCB since Maddox got you banned, but yes and
Yeah.
is what you're supposed to say.
That's what fucks me up.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, I would love to hear some reviews.
Thank you, Dick. Thank you.
I think this is the first time on this podcast I've ever had a microphone that works, so
Congratulations.
it's good. I know. Philly for you.
That's why the crowd's going to turn on you, because the mic works.
All right, well, you know, as I like to live my life, I like to live reviews, so Dick first. All right?
I see what she did there.
Yeah, I got a couple for you. So I'll read the review and then tell me how many stars you think it is. 1 out of 5. This is from Mitch K. 0176. It's called Homo. I think my nephew broke my eye.
Broke my what?
My eye.
My
with,
eye.
With big
with
anime
big eyes.
yeah.
5 stars.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good.
5 stars.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right. This one is from Prophet. We've got a gay pride flag and the Jewish flag, sometimes funny. But mixed with some dumb boomer takes, Jewish flag, gay pride flag.
That's for me?
Yeah.
A Jewish pride flag and a gay pride
You
flag.
got two of both, double trouble.
Ooh. Yeah, what about
These are emojis. They're not spelling it out.
It wasn't involved.
What do you think? I think that's 1 star, probably.
No, because they said they like some things.
Some boomer takes? I would say 2 stars.
5 stars.
That's great.
All right, and the last one. This is from Blood Queefer.
5 stars.
Yes. It's called Yes, Small Face.
Yes. Wow, 5s across the board, Dick.
5s across the board.
All right, now you go pussy second. Is that what your joke was? After Dick first?
Yes.
All right, I get it. These are my reviews.
It was actually asshole second.
Oh, okay. I'll take that.
All right.
What an asshole!
And what an asshole I am. All right.
No. All right, this is from Dry Van. Stumbled into this one while searching hentai recipes for non-conforming quad-sexual paralyzed athletes, and I nearly spit my soy milk White Claw martini all over my fur babies. Like, go die. You guys are disgusting. I can't believe the amount of insensitive dog whistles I was able to identify. They must really be into like nuns or something.
That sounds like a 5-star review,
That's
Anna.
a 5-star review.
Yeah. Thank you.
It sure is. All right, and
I got a little too excited for one 5-star review.
Get 1 drop per review,
Yeah,
Carl.
good point. I'm sorry. I overdid it.
This is by I.D. Becker for my friend Vic, who couldn't be here today.
We miss Vic.
We miss Vic.
Because he's dead?
No, Vic, the review girl.
Oh, Vic. Yeah.
She's actually out at sea. She's in the Navy.
She's a seaman.
She wanted to be here.
Yeah.
All right.
So I've got one for Vic.
She's serving our country, Dick.
She is.
In many ways, more ways than one.
Take that, Russia.
All right. Vic is the reason to tune in. Not only is she easily, not satire, a 9 out of 10, but also she's genuinely funny. Such a killer body. If you haven't creeped on her, then you're missing out. Great ass. And deadly with the tomahawk. I'm considering joining the Patreon just to holler at her.
Wow.
Oh, well, I will say that I think that her boobs are her best asset, but I will take that. That's a 5-star?
That's a 5.
Yes, thank you very much.
Wow.
All right, I've got 2 more.
All right, that's enough.
All right. This is from Hula Girl 86.
Wait a minute.
Is that you, Vito?
I never kiss and tell.
Busted.
All right. These guys think pedasty and zoophilia are funny.
Sometimes. Is that the whole review?
Yeah, that's the whole review.
All right, I'm going to guess it's a 1-star. There's got to be a 1-star here somewhere, right?
It's a 5-star.
Oh, shit!
All right, and for the last review of the night, this is from Geriatric Attack. This podcast is like listening to your girlfriend take a massive dump. It's the verbal equivalent of watching the escapades of a sex-addicted AIDS patient.
That is definitely a 5-star review right there.
5-star.
Oh, yeah!
Wow.
Hand of the review girl, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you all for coming out tonight.
Thank you for coming out to Philly.
Thank you for not killing yourselves.
Thank you for not killing yourselves. Thank you to Carl, Vito, Vinny, run out here, do a little lap, and Tony,
Nick
do a little.
Ricada.
Yeah,
Tab,
Vito,
Bert.
do a couple extra
Let's get them all out here.
Jenny
on the stage.
Jingles.
Come out here and do
Producer
laps forever.
Chris.
Mad Cucks, thank you.
Let's get out here, everybody.
There he is, Tony. Pelt him with eggs.
Make him eat the chocolate.
Ask him if he has any other clothes. I've only ever seen him in that outfit.
Yeah, what is it? The
Ask
Italian
him why he
tracksuit?
thinks post offices are open all
And Jenny
day on
Jingles.
Saturdays.
Thank you. Why don't you pick up your own stuff, though?
I don't have a car in Philly. I sent it to him.
And especially Wicket.
Let's hear it for Wicked
Not gonna forget that
Yup nub.
Please join us again next time. It might be the episode we find out once and for all who is this podcast. Sleep well, everybody.